So many people, it's very difficult. If I will take names, I may miss. But sabhi ko mera namaskar, and our colleagues from other sisters organizations and my esteemed colleagues from this institute, all our senior colleagues, scientists, administrative personnel, all our students, all our supporting contractuals, 138th, everybody, all our CIFA family members, press and media personnel, and friends, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my hearty welcome to you all to this very auspicious occasion of 36th annual day of ICAR-CIFA. And our Mudali Babu, which I should not forget, every time he has been after me, Kab sir aayenge. Sir, I will tell later on. Most welcome, Mudali Babu. In spite of your ill health, you could able to make it, Mudali Babu. Namaskar apanku. So I am just seeing, actually, just looking at your all of your cheerful and smiling face, and it is only because of none other than Madam, we have found our most successful, youngest former director of this institute, Dr. S. Ayapan sir, and who has been Director General, the highest body of this institute, ICR system, Director General and Secretary there, and also Chancellor of CAU Imphal, as well as also Chairman of Karnataka Science and Technology Academy. If I will go on naming, it will be very difficult how many positions he has occupied, and he had been occupying. And he was the only director who has got the Best Institute Award to this institute from ICAR, 1996. So, sir, it is your visit after more than 10 years after you are visiting this institute. So, I think nobody can, जो पहले नाम हम उठाए किसको बुलाएंगे सर, सब बोले हैं सर को बुलाना है सर. Sir, this is what it is from everybody's mouth, sir. Sir, I don't have any words to welcome you. I once again heartily welcome you, sir, to this important function to accept our chief guest. So let us give a very big hand to him. And sir has been very kind enough to spend 4 days with us in spite of his busy schedule. And you all might be seeing last 4 days, last 2 days, how hectic and how he is running from and meeting each and everybody of this institute. So this says the love and affection and as well as your concern for this particular organization. So once again, I welcome you to this meeting, sir. And I also welcome Honorable Madam Vice Chancellor of Utkal University, Professor Sabita Acharya Madam, who has made her maiden visit to this institute in spite of her busy schedule and accepted the guest of honor to celebrate this day along with us. Madam, we have a strong linkage with OUT since inception, and it's a very renowned university, and we feel proud to be associated with your university, and your visit will further strengthen the linkage, madam. I also welcome our friend, philosopher, guide, advisor, and you can say whatever words you can say, Dr. J.K. Jena Sahab, our DDG, who has been in the most coveted position of fisheries system at the head of the fisheries in ICR. And in spite of parliament session, he could able to get a permission from the minister and make it possible to attend this particular function. So thank you once again, sir, and welcome you to this important event. And we have with us, as I mentioned, Dr. Naik and Dr. Madam and Sarang sir and Sarkar sir, so many others I am seeing. So in spite of your busy schedule, you have joined with us to accept our invitation and joined with us to make this particular function successful. And so first of all, I bow my head to all our former directors of this institute, starting from Dr. V.R.P. Sinha Sahab, S.D. Tripathi Sahab, Ayapan Sahab, Jankiram Sahab, Sodangi Sahab, Dr. Eknath Sahab, Jaishankar Sahab, and all the in charges and acting directors, including Sundaraya Sahab, Bindu R. Pillai Madam, Dr. Misra and Dr. Swai Sahab. for their contributions to the betterment of the institute at each and every step, along with all the retired personnel, those who have already been retired. They have contributed tremendously to the growth of this institute. And this particular day is to cherish those past days and remember the footsteps of each one of you. I once again salute you. Namaste, everybody, sir. Sir, ICAR-CIFA has seen lots of ups and downs during the last few years, including the cyclonic damages caused by Fani and other wood and other things which have devastated our farm facilities, our buildings also. Nevertheless, the staffs of this CIFA, very institute, have tried their best to bring this institute to number 9 position in ICAR Institute ranking. And we have, as you all know, sir, we have been contributing through the growth of this particular sector, starting from the 1949, which this institute has started as a pond culture division from Cuttack, and going through FRTC in 1976 and as an independent institute since 1st April 1987. And getting the Best Institute Award, getting the Center of Excellence, and getting so many awards, and releasing several products. And several steps have been taken by this institute, promising role played by this institute to uplift the aquaculture sector of this country. However, with the changing present scenario in the freshwater aquaculture, and we have been working with various wide range of aspects, starting from genetic improvement of fishes, that you have already seen that we have reached 13th generation of improved Rohu Jayanti, 3rd generation of Katla, and 14th generation of Scampi, which are giving tremendous growth, extraordinary growth in the field situation, which have been playing major role to increase the farm income. Today, we will be having one MOU ceremony, maybe after this session, particularly to transfer the technology to our earlier colleagues, those who are sitting, farmers colleagues, those who are sitting here. They have come here to take further the Jayanti Rohu technology to the farming community. The hatchery owners, they have come here. And sir, we have been doing a lot of work with respect to different disciplines, and we have released a couple of products during this last 10 years. We have done a lot of products, like starting from CIFA brood, CIFA fry, CIFA starter, and including high-end research of whole genome mapping of Katla and Rohu, and so many things. So in recent years, there are a lot of technological advancement which has happened across the globe on aquaculture sector. And in order to cope up with these changes, we are working with contemporary technologies like bioflux systems, developing the systems for different fish species, standardizing the technology, which of these fish species and which stages will be economically viable in this new system where government is spending huge amount for bioflux and RAS systems. And also we are working on futuristic areas like CRISPR-Cas9 based gene editing technologies, proteomics, and artificial intelligence. And we don't stop with this research alone. We also focus on livelihood development programs, sir, entrepreneurship development, skill development, capacity development, and providing advisory services to the farmers throughout the India. And we extend our technologies through innovative technology transfer models like aquaculture field schools, ornamental aquaculture field schools, agri-business incubation centers, which have been recently inaugurated, one agri-business development center by Honorable DG Saab. And we are also capitalizing on the ICT-based technologies. To reach to the farmers, we have 2 apps, Matsya Setu and Treat My Fish app, to reach to the farmers in the remote areas, getting the information and providing the valuable information to the farming community. And also we are providing or implementing flagship societal development programs of Government of India, of like NEH and SCSP and STC, and impacting the lives of the disadvantaged communities through our interventions. And apart from this, we have been signing MOUs. We have signed MOUs with more than 50 organizations to continue or to collaborate with our research activities, how to promote our research activities taking to the end users. We have brought a strategic action plan for freshwater aquaculture development of this country. So these are few developments which have been, which have happened or which is happening within this last couple of years after your visit, sir, in last 2000, when you have inaugurated this particular auditorium, sir, during that time, 2013 time. So once again, I love to the smiling faces of each and everybody present here, and thank you all for joining this celebration in spite of the bad weather and your busy schedule. With this, I conclude this welcome address. Thank you very much. Jai Vigyan, Jai Kisan, Jai Anusandhan. Bande Utkal Janani and Bande Mataram. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your comprehensive welcome address and giving brief of Institute's progress in outgoing year. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, a great person builds character, inspires dreams, encourages creativity, builds confidence, instills a lot of learning, touches our heart and changes our life forever. Friends, institutes are built not only by bricks and mortars, it is shaped by valued experience, contributions, innovations and course of boundless love and affection towards the institute. They are our former colleagues that we call fondly, very fondly, CIFA alumni. Now, I request our chief guest, guests of honor, and dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our ex-colleagues. I would call upon their names and request them to make it convenient to come to the dais, our former colleagues. Requesting back-end team to be proactive. First of all, I would like to call Dr. P.V. Rangacharilu. He has retired from former principal scientist from RRC Vijayawada. Next is Sri Siddharth Mahali, who has retired superannuated as Senior Technical Officer on 31st May 2022. He served at headquarters. Sri Siddharth Mahali ji. Next, I would like to call upon Sri Mukund Devadas ji, who has just superannuated as private secretary from headquarters. Mukund Das ji. Next is Dr. Mrs. Prabhati Kumari Sahu, our own Prabhati madam, who has just superannuated as principal scientist from headquarters. Madam, please. Sirs and madam, during last calendar year, we had bid farewell to 4 of our valued colleagues from RRC Rohara, Kolkata. They are Sri Pasupati Das ji, skilled support staff, Sri Asit Kumar Pal ji, skilled support staff, Srimati Kalyani Mondal ji, skilled support staff, and Sri Sukanta Sarkar ji, assistant. Since they could not make it to the program here, I would like to request Mr. Sukhendu Biswas ji, assistant at RRC Rohara, Kolkata, who has come here, to come forward and collect the token of gratitude for their immense service to the institute and society on their behalf. So we will be requesting guest on the dais to share the felicitation for Sri Pasupati Das ji, and rest of the felicitations can be collected from Dr. G.S. Saha sir later on. Thank you, sirs, especially the former colleagues who have been felicitated today. Kindly take your seat, sir. Madam, please. Calendar year. Calendar year. This is just for the calendar year from January to December 2022. Thank you, sirs and madam. So, moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have one of our guests of honor, our very own Dr. J.K. Jena sir, Honorable Deputy Director General Fisheries Science ICR with us today. So now I call upon sir to address and guiding mantra to all of us, as well as share his thoughts for today's program.
Most respected chief guest of today's program, Padma Shri Professor S. Ayappan Saab, former Secretary and DG ICR, presently the Chancellor of Central Agriculture University at Imphal, Chairperson of Karnataka Science Academy, Chairperson of NABL. If I start naming one by one, it will take a long time for me. And above all, most importantly, my mentor, guide, supervisor, from whom I learned A to Z, whatever I am today. Madam Professor Savita Acharya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Utkal University, Bhubaneswar. All of us are proud that we are the student of Utkal University at some point of our life. Dr. P.K. Sahu, esteemed colleague director of this institute, and colleague Dr. Sundar Rai, principal scientist and also former director in charge of this institute. I do not know what to do. Yesterday I asked Dr. Sahu, can you give me a list of people who will be here today morning? He has given a list of about 6-7 pages. So what to do, I do not know. But all the time, those who sit at the front, 1-2 row, usually we name them. So most importantly, Swamiji, we are so grateful to you for your presence. Our former director, Dr. N. Sharangi Shah, and present director of some of our sister institutes at Bhubaneswar and Cuttack, Dr. Nayak, director NRRI, Madam Mridula Devi, director Shiva. I don't find Dr. Sarangi. I was expecting him also. Probably he is busy of something, director of IIWM. Most probably he will be joining after some time. I know some of our colleagues with whom I have worked. Dr. Srinivas, Chess in charge center, Dr. Lakshminarayan, Dr. Beura, my again batchmate, ARS batchmate, and several of our colleagues from the sister institute and so forth. I find Manas from NFDB, maybe our teacher, Madam Kasturi Shamantarai, and several of our colleagues with whom we got guided, rather I would say, not worked, guided rather I would say. And Dr. Sarkar Saab, former CTO of this KBK, what you see today, Dr. A.K. Sahu Saab, and Dr. Mr. Muduli Saab. Probably the association with Muduli Saab is much higher than with anybody. From the day one I joined, I have started working with him. I find Dr. Swai also in research, I forgot Dr. Saab, Dr. Gupta Saab, B.K. Misra Saab, Pani Babu, I don't know, Dr. Bharat, Ratha Babu, and Dr. N.C. Bishwal, Joint Director, former Joint Director of the State Fishery Department, with whom we had worked maybe after 25 years, probably I am meeting him, but you look same as that before. Madam Kanta and Madam Shahu, We are same batchmate of ARS, Madam Kanta, and also we know how close association we had. If I again start naming, because I don't even, I see our former colleagues of supporting cadre, administrative cadre, technical cadre, each and everyone. Greetings to each one of you, welcome to each one of you, our colleagues. I know that I know many names, but I don't like to name because I will miss other name. So please forgive me for not able to take my name, take your name, even though I wish to. And our colleague, team CIFA, led by Dr. Sahu, each and every one, when I say team CIFA, include colleagues supporting cadre, administrative cadre, technical, scientist, students, our casual and contract labor, everyone, each and every one. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the opportunity that I had today. I would not have got a better opportunity, Dr. Sahu. You made my day. Because probably after 10 years or so, I am sharing the dais with Ayyappan sir in a fisheries institute. Probably I had opportunity to share dais in Animal Science Institute when I was officiating as a DDG Animal Science, but in the Fisheries Science Institute it was a first opportunity after so many years. I would not have got a better day than this. We have learnt everything. I do remember when we were student of BFSC, we used to come from Rangelinda to here for our class on instrumentation and research methodology. And sir used to teach us, I do remember microscopy, then all those instruments with whose our association were much more in the next few years. Then I had opportunity, as I say all the time, coming to CIFA is just like a homecoming. I never feel that I worked in other institute or so. 18 long years of initial foundation I had here. Last 12 years only I'm not there, moved to Lucknow and then in headquarters. But that 18 years has taught us so many things, not only science and technology on which we are speaking, but whatever the individual personal development we had, it is only because of the CIFA. And if CIFA, sometimes we think, if, for example, if I would not have been here in CIFA or I would not have got a job of ARS, what I would have done. We do not know what we would have done. No idea. Better not to think about that. So this institute has taught us so many things. But if you see again the development over the years, whenever you go to field, you will witness the development which has happened. Maybe spectacular development. Nowhere in the other place you get all those. But all the time I say, dil mange more. All the time we are not satisfied with whatever we have. We like to have more and more. That is what the expectations. And last so many, Dr. Sahu told last so many years, we did not have a permanent director, but let me tell you, the 4 of our colleagues managed this institute so well. And Dr. Mishra, and Dr. Sundar Rai, Dr. Bindu, and Dr. Saroj. Greetings to you, compliments to you, thank to you that you could lead this institute. During the last 7 years as a DDG, I had opportunity to interact 4 + 2 permanent director, Dr. Jaishankar, and now Dr. Sahu. So probably nobody would have worked with so many directors in a minimum period of 5 to 7 years of period. Friends, yes, I know time you have given Dr. Sahu 10 minutes. I know we have a bad habit of taking time, but I definitely, when sir is there, I don't want to take time. Definitely, I feel shy to speak in front of him all the time, all the time. But Dr. Sahu has mentioned where we have done well since last 75 years or so. And this is the time, today is the foundation day, is a birthday. Birthday, what we do, whoever our kids and all, we bring good dress, maybe we try to fulfill their expectations. That is what we want also. It is a birthday. What you can, each one of us can give to the institute. Gift, birthday gift, what you can give. What is maybe next 1 year, what is the target you set is so important for us. That is what the expectations at the council level. We know the strength you have, you are best, no doubt of it. When you talk of freshwater aquaculture, you are the best, no doubt. Each one of you are best. That's why you are here. But as I told today, that the expectations are too large. We know the challenges before us. Challenges are also so much. When we look for goals, what is our, we say that, okay, we should set our goals. What is that goal? When you look at short-term goal, maybe medium-term goal, long-term goal, when we look at those goals, so many challenges comes to in front of us. And sometimes we feel scared or looking at those challenges before us, whether we will be able to meet those expectations or not. Those are some concern comes to our mind. Friends, when you look at for example, the goals before us, all of us talk, okay, Government of India has set a target of 22 million ton and 15 million ton coming from freshwater aquaculture. For that, everybody is looking at CIFA. That is the major institute we are looking at, everybody. We say that, okay, at the end of the day, it is the farmers, entrepreneurs, our industry had to produce, but they have been producing, but it is the back of them, the institute organization like CIFA's presence is so important before us. And when we talk of little medium-term challenges, for example, the challenges before us, again, or the goal before us, when you set the SDG goals, all of us know the 17 goals set by UN, and we are much behind, all of us know. Even the leave about the goal number 14 and 15, which are directly, maybe 14, life below water and maybe life on the land, which are concerned, but the goal number 1, 2, 3, no poverty, no hunger, or maybe livelihood and when your nutritional security are so important, which are directly linked with the work what we do. And all of you know the declaration or the Prime Minister what he said about the Panchamrit in the Glasgow, at Glasgow in 2021, COP26. Out of 5 Panchamrit, 4 points the carbon, how do we reduce, and all of you know reducing the maybe 1 billion ton of carbon by 2030 and so forth. And all this somewhere linked also, we are also party to that. And when we look at again the little long-term goals, for example, 2047, the vision document what we are formulating at this point of time, sometimes it is becoming difficult for us to set the goals because we do not know what is going to happen in by another 25 years ahead. We are talking of Amrit Kal. Yes, Amrit Kal, we need to be doing something different. What is the different thing we need to be doing? We need to see. So in that context, we need to understand what are the major challenges before us, challenges which are concerned to the CIFA. All of us have been talking, when you talk of aquaculture development, feed, seed, health, all of the time we have been talking. Yes, seed so much, so many species. We are not a country of 6 species country. We are talking of 60 species, 70 species country. We have been able to breed so many technologies are available, but how many of them have gone to the field, or how do you take is important. I don't want to find a fault under, because we are also party to that. How do we, what is that step we need to take for extending those technology to the grassroots? That is what is the challenges before us. The quality concern, we have been talking of, Dr. Sahu talked of the Jayanti Rahu, Katla and Macrobacum and so forth. This is not the end of the list. We like to have several more in this prescription, whatever you have in the list. Maybe brachycephalic species or the marine species. Of course, for your information, all of you may be knowing, 2 more species CIFE is doing on mangur and also common carp for the, again, mangur for growth and common carp for salinity tolerance. And we have just initiated a selective breeding program again for indicas, indigenous species, for production of SPF again stock along with the growth as a trait. So several things have been happening and you are one of the major institute who are concerned to that. All of us know. When you talk of, again, I said about seed, feed is not a problem today. Formulation is not a problem. Anybody you ask, they will be able to formulate. But the tomorrow's issue will be more on the availability of input. For example, when we set a target of producing 34 million ton by 2047, that is the government of India has set a target of 37 million ton. So out of 37 million, 34 million ton, 34 million ton means at least 25 million ton has to come from freshwater aquaculture. If 25 million ton has to come, even at FCR of consider 1.5, then that means 40 million ton of feed ingredients. What are those ingredients? From which source it will come? Our land availability is not going to increase. All of you know, since independence, we have not been able to increase more than 141 million hectares. That is what all the time we have been talking around that. And in coming years, the land availability will be shrinking further. And if at all there will be competition will be with the maybe sector like poultry, maize, soybean. So only those sectors who will be getting more profit, they will be able to afford for those ingredients. So we do not know how the situation, so more of a competition between the sectors will be a major challenge in the coming years. That is what we foresee. We like or not, whether we like or not, health will be major issue. We have been talking of, these are short-term challenges which every day we are facing. With corona and all of us have seen how health sector is can totally health issues can totally demolish a sector even. That is what we have seen, the disease issue causing problem in some of the major countries like Thailand and Taiwan. You have seen the shrimp industry, which was Thailand once upon a time. Thailand was one of the major producers, are nowhere because of the disease issue. We have been talking of, for example, vaccines and all, but not probably much we have done. Yes, surveillance program is in place, but still we need to be doing much more than what we have been doing. So everybody is looking at CIFA. The challenges, when we talk of a long-term challenges, for example, I talked of maybe 25 million ton coming from freshwater aquaculture, for which you need water. Whether freshwater will be at all available tomorrow after 25 years for aquaculture, water will be available. But whether aquaculture, water, that plenty, whatever you have at this point of time will be available or not, we do not know. If at all it will be available, what quality of water will be available. So work on the water productivity, water use efficiency, which Ipan sir was speaking since last 25 years. He talked of, again, for example, water conservation measures, water budgeting, etc., etc. During his time, he had initiated. But it is time for us to think more, work more on those areas. Several long-term challenges, these are all only short-term challenges, many more challenges before us, and which are directly linked with the CIFA. The issues are directly linked to for example, you talked of, Dr. Sahu, you talked of genomics, work on genomics, you could able to decode genome of Rohu and Katla. Congratulations to you, definitely. You have initiated work on genome editing. At one front, we like to, government like to have that we should be working on the cutting edge areas, high-end research like genomics, and this, you know that 500 crores has been allocated for genome editing in the next 3 years, and we will be one of the partner fisheries also. But at the same time, one hand we talk of genomics, genome editing, surrogation, and so forth. But other hand, we cannot deny the importance of organic farming or natural farming, which government is plugging. We need to be touching to all sector of people, industry to grassroots, small-scale farmer. So the expectations at all levels are so high, it is so difficult to meet the expectations. As I never, even earlier years, 10 years before the line, maybe we never used to hear any time the review done by other than DG. Anytime institutes review is to be done by the Director General. Now review is done by the PMO. Review is next 11th and 12th. 6 of our fisheries institute will be reviewed by Honorable Minister Tomar Sahab and Rupala Sahab. Their presence review will be there. Never before it used to be there. Even our small programs, for example, AMR is being reviewed by the advisor to Prime Minister. So every small, even for example, the program on seaweed is being reviewed by every month by PMO. So review is being done by at different levels, not at one level, different levels. So we need to be at our toes all the time. The time has come to introspect what we have been doing. That is what we do in the birthday or the day like annual day. We do introspect. We try to see who, if we are in this stage, how we could reach. Who are the people who contributed? Like Dr. Sahu told, not only former directors, everyone who has contributed to bring this institute to this stage. But at the same time, during the introspection, not only we need to see that what best we have done, how we could do that best one, but at the same time, where we have faltered, also is equally important for us at this point of time when we set our target or goal. And as I told you, are the best. If you are not able to do, nobody else will be able to do. Because this is a platform I have got where we have maximum people with us, even our former advisors and the present generation. All those people are there at this point of time. And as I told, expectations are large, the challenges are large. The challenges, not only short-term challenges, as I was telling, the global challenges before us, the climate change, everybody we have been talking, the AMR issue, antimicrobial resistance issue we have been talking, and by 2070, we need to be a zero carbon economy. All of you know, out of Panchamrit, one of that. So we have challenges, so many challenges before us. So how do you meet these challenges are so important at this point of time? Everybody is looking for transformation. That is what we have been talking all the time, transformation at all level, which is necessary. How do you want to transform this institute to a new CIFA? That is what is a smart CIFA, a vibrant CIFA. That is what everybody like to see CIFA. That is what also at the council level we are trying to see that how best we support to the organization. And for information of you, let me tell you, we are trying our best to provide whatever the necessary budget to this year at least, over and above RE. Over and above RE, we have been able to give more than 2.5 crores rupees, which is 20% of the RE. Next year, definitely the budget, whatever is there, it is adequate. I was just telling in the morning, last 3 years, every year we have given additional budget to CIFA for under disaster head. This head was not there in the council earlier. With persuasion and all, this head was created about 5-6 lakh crore rupees, and out of 5-6 crore rupees this year, CIFA got 25%, 1.5 crore. What is that more you wish? Dr. Sahu was telling that enough money is not given. Just I wanted to say that we are trying our best to see that enough money is given to the institutes also. Friends, I don't intend to speak more in this today, but as I told, we need to have a SWOT analysis of not only institute, SWOT analysis of the individual, and introspection is necessary not only at the end of a year. During the annual day we do introspect. We need to introspect every day, every month, maybe every time we need to introspect. And the challenges we need to if there are challenges, this means it is an opportunity for work. Otherwise, if there is no challenges, scientists do not have any work, isn't it? For scientists, you should have a challenge. Otherwise, there is no work for us. So we like to have challenge. That is what is important at this point of time. And it is an opportunity for us. As I told, the expectations is very high. Not only one hand we say that whatever technology you generate, you reach to the ultimate client, grassroots level, marginal, small-scale farmer. At the same time, we say that, okay, aquaculture or fisheries is not only for the small scale, it is also for the industry. You need to talk to industry. You need to have a PPP in your program. You know, okay, it is you are using the government money. One side you say, other side we say that you need to revenue generation is so important. You need to commercialize. One side we say you need to do your technology, you take to the farmer, whether we are for you, it is not important whether you publish or not. On the other side we say you publish in a high impact factor journal. All those, everything is important. I don't say that which is not important. Everything is important. We need to be working on cutting edge research. At the same time, we need to be working on maybe natural farming. And public, as we are scientists, everybody expects high impact journal publication. Definitely. We cannot say that there is a alternative. As a scientist, we need to be publishing. So because this is an opportunity for me that we have young people, we have our mentors with us in single platform, but I can say individual can make difference. Each one of you can make difference. And we have seen the difference made by individuals. And the individual, for example, first director, our late BRP Shinasaf, if we are here today, we must not forget his contribution. The first director, Dr. Tripathi Saab, and subsequently Ayyappan sir, and all of you have seen, even those who are in charge director, who had been there, who were there, but many times whoever in charge director, other institute, what happened, in charge director used to be there 1 month, 2 months, but CIFA has a legacy, rather I would say. Whoever was the in charge director, they were there for years, not for 1 year or 2, maybe somewhere more than that. So we have seen, I was looking at the list, about 15 people who had driven this institute or steered this institute. So this is a time for us to thank each one of them. It is not only the director, as I told, all of you, those who are here or who got superannuated at all level. I am on behalf of the Fisheries Science Division of the Council and my own behalf, I would like to convey sincere gratitude to each one of you, sincere thanks to each one of you for your contributions, what you have made over these years. If we want to find fault, I can find fault with everybody every day, every minute. But if I want to also understand the contribution, I can also find several contributions which you have made to bring this institute to this level. And again, let me again thank you, Dr. Just to conclude, thank you. I don't want to conclude, but definitely we like to hear more from sir and madam also. So already I have taken more time, definitely. Thank you very much, Dr. Shahu, for the opportunity you have given. Rather, I would say golden opportunity I would have not liked to miss. Definitely. But thank you very much for everything. And on behalf of the Council Fisheries Science Division, on behalf of each one of you, I would like to thank Ipan sir for accepting the invitation and to be here. Sir, whether you will believe or not believe, that is different. Maybe in any occasion where CIFA had celebrated, you would not have got so many people who got superannuated are here. At all levels, at all levels. It is not that we had sent them, everybody, vehicle to come with so much of rain and all. Everybody has come just to meet you. Just to meet you. So it is a really honor for all of us. So again, profuse thank to you, our gratitude to you, our sincere thanks to you. Thanks to all Team CIFA for invitation and giving me the opportunity to share this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable address and inspiring words. I'm sure that your guidance and unwavering cooperation, the Institute will grow to newer height. Thanks once again, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, we are elated to have one of our guests of honor of today's function, Professor Sabita Acharya Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Utkal University, Bhubaneswar. Friends, Professor Acharya is a renowned Indian anthropologist who holds Commonwealth postdoctoral degree from prestigious University of Oxford, UK. She has done her doctoral work on anthropology of pilgrimage at Puri and Simhachalam in the year 1991 from Utkal University. So her biodata is very huge. I have tried to sort it down. So she has presented research papers which are very well appreciated in various academic forums like World Congresses at China, Manchester, Brazil, Poland, Germany, and so many other countries. As a prolific writer, she has penned over 60 research articles and edited 3 books, maintaining academics at peak of her priorities. One of her books, Pilgrimage of Indian Civilization, is highly acclaimed by researchers and students, and I would recommend you to read if you are interested in anthropology. Before taking the charge of Vice Chancellor, she has served in various capacities to the university, Utkal University. She has undertaken field work in different tribal and rural villages, especially to PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. She has worked among them for their upliftment. So friend, I would like to share one more interesting thing. She is the first woman Vice Chancellor of Utkal University. Can we have a इन्हीं सब शब्दों के साथ मैं माननीय कुलपति महोदय से अनुरोध करता हूं कि वो आएं और हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें और अपने सुविचार प्रकट करें। मैडम प्लीज।
আজি उत्कल दिवस अवसर रे मु समस्त को शुभेच्छा अभिनंदन जनाऊँगी। आज हूँ 87तम उत्कल दिवस। ओडिशा रे ये जो स्वतंत्रता अच्छी भाषा ओडिया भाषा को लेकरी ओडिशा became a separate province after a long struggle over 3 centuries. Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Padma Shri awardee Professor S. Ayapan, Chancellor, Central Agricultural University Imphal, Chairman, Karnataka, S&T Academy, Bangalore, and also former Secretary there and Director General, ICAR, as the chief guest of this function. Dr. Pramod Kumar Sahu, Director, ICAR-CIFA. Dr. J.K. Jena, Deputy Director General, Fisheries, ICAR, New Delhi. Dr. J.K. Sundar Rai, Principal Scientist, and all distinguished participants, senior scientists, and all research fellows, and all employees of CIFA Bhubaneswar, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate and welcome all of you to this 36th ICAR-CIFA Annual Day, which is celebrating every year on 1st April 2023. So this is the day, in Odia we say, April Fool. So this day is an auspicious day for Odisha as well as CIFA, as it was established in 1987, completed 36 years, and today is celebrating its annual function in presence of the very intimate and you could say well-known and he is very close to your heart, Padma Shri, Professor A. Ayappan's presence. Everybody liked him. So as I know, this Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, that is a premier institute in aquaculture research and development in the country, which is under the control of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Government of India. So this institute has made its presence felt in the country as well as globally through generation of several farmer-friendly technologies. So combination of modern laboratory facilities is one of the largest funds for the strategic and applied research, and highly committed scientific workforce made the institute not only an unique for technology generation, but also to produce high-class human resources. So if I go back to our history, fish was the foremost of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu, which came into be rebirthed as the Matsya avatar. All of you know, this majestic incarnation of Lord Vishnu is esteemed as a representation of purity, vitality of regeneration and rebirth. And also, fishes are considered as one of the 7 auspicious signs, Ashtamangala, which are common to many cultures native to South Asia, including Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. You know the importance of fish in Indian mythology, culture, and folklore. And all of you know fish as a food item has been evident from the artifacts belonging to the prehistoric and even Harappan civilization of Indus Valley. And Vedic texts have also depicted fish as an integral part of diet of some communities through perceived references of catching of fish by net. And you all are scientists who know fish is treated as rich food for poor people. That means it provides essential nourishment with both macro and micronutrients. As you know, fish contains low fat, high quality of protein with omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins. We are taking omega-3 as the supplement of our maintenance of our health. But if you take fish, then omega-3 fatty acid can be maintained in the body. So it is a very rich in calcium and phosphorus as well, great source of minerals like iron, zinc, magnesium, and potassium as well. And as you know, ethno-medicinal practices of use of fish by the tribal communities in India is documented and very common and popular. So fisheries and aquaculture both are the important sources of food production. and also nutritional security, employment, income in our country. And you know, India is the third largest fish producing country, second largest aquaculture fish producer in the world. India contributes 7% of the global fish production. Country is also the home to more than 10% of the global fish biodiversity and is one of the 17 mega diversity rich countries. So around 14 million people are engaged in fisheries and its allied activities. So your institute is very important for all points of view. Fisheries sector in India is immensely contributing to the economy of the country, no doubt in it. It provides valuable foreign exchange and employment also to millions of people. In abroad, we are taking fish imported from India. And at the same time, it is an instrument of livelihood for a large section of even economically backward population of the country. So this institute, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, that is the main center of research, and you know it has some significance as far as day-to-day life of human population is concerned. And being the Vice Chancellor of Utkal University, I feel proud to have the collaboration with this prestigious institute of our state in terms of research. And you know, this center is the nodal center for PhD coursework in fisheries. And we hope that this collaboration in future can be strengthened, our research work, and we can do one memorandum of understanding. And the students of Utkal University, as many of them said that we are from Utkal University, so many alumni are there here from Utkal University. So I am proud of them and I congratulate them. They are doing well in this institute. And also the students, the alumni of Utkal University, they are doing well in the international level research which are carried out in CIFA. So research on ethno-medicinal use of fishes which are going on, which are fishes by the tribal communities in the form of indigenous knowledge system, it has a great potential in terms of understanding therapeutic and medicinal values to fishes. So you can take advantage of that use of fishes by the tribal communities in their own ethno-medicinal way of practicing. They have the traditional knowledge system and you can have that opportunity of getting some ideas from their research. At last, I wish all the best for all the employees, present employees and also superannuated employees, all the distinguished employees. And last, namaskar to Swamiji. And I congratulate again to CIFA. And this is my privilege that I have got an opportunity to speak few words. Though I am from other field, but I have got that opportunity to read something about CIFA and to know something about the CIFA. That is my greatest opportunity. Thank you everybody. All the best. Bande Utkal Janani.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for your address and thoughts. And madam, we will continue to work together to strengthen and extend our areas of collaboration in academics and research as well. So moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we genuinely believe that our superannuated staff are our strength who has toiled hard to bring the institute to its current glory. We are fortunate to have some of them, rather good number of them, those gems and pearls with us today. So on behalf of all of us at the institute, I request if some of you can come to the stage and share your experience, anecdotes, thoughts with us, please. I would request it to keep it to short and crisp. I once again request that restrict your address to just 2 to 3 minutes, please, sir. Sir, please.
नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः जगन्नाथाय ते नमः जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମେ ମୋର 41 ବର୍ଷ ଜୀବନ ଅଫିସିଆଲ ଜୀବନ କାଳ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସିଫ୍ରି ଠାରୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି କଟକ ଡିଭିଜନ ଠାରୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ଲାଷ୍ଟରେ ସିଫା ଠାରୁ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ କାମ କରି ଆସିଛି, ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଇହ ଜଗତରେ ନାହାନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୋର ପ୍ରଥମ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟରେ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ମୁଁ 41 ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ କାମ କରି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ମୋ ରାଜ୍ୟରେ ଏବଂ ଭାରତର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ କୋଣରେ ଆଜି ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଅବସରକାଳୀନ ଜୀବନ ବିତାଉଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ମୋର ସମ୍ମାନୀୟ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟର ମହୋଦୟ ସିଫା ଡକ୍ଟର ସାହୁ, ମୋର ସମ୍ମାନୀୟ ମୋର ଗୁରୁଜୀ ପଦ୍ମଶ୍ରୀ ଆୟପାନ ସାହେବ, ତାଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ ବେଶୀ କିଛି କହିବି ଯେତେବେଳେ ସିଫା ଚାପ୍ଟରକୁ ଆସିବି। ତାଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ମୋ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଡିଡିଜି ସାହେବ ICAR ଫିସରୀ, ସେ ତ ମୋର ଅତି ପରିଚୟ ଲୋକ, ତେଣୁ ତାଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ କହିବି। ଆଉ କିଛି କହିବାର ନାହିଁ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ସିଫା ଚାପ୍ଟରକୁ ଆସିବି କିଛି ମଧ୍ୟ କହିବି। ତାଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୋର ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ପ୍ରଫେସର ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ଯେ କି ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ପ୍ରଥମ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟି ଉତ୍କଳ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟି 1943 ମସିହାରେ ସ୍ଥାପନ ହେଲା। ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ଆଜି 87 ବର୍ଷରେ ପଦାର୍ପଣ କରିଛି, 80 ବର୍ଷରେ ପଦାର୍ପଣ କରିଛି। ଯାହାର ପ୍ରଥମ ଭାଇସ୍ ଚାନ୍ସେଲର ଡକ୍ଟର PK ପରିଜା, ପ୍ରାଣକୃଷ୍ଣ ପରିଜା, ଯେକି ୱାର୍ଲଡର ଜଣେ ଏମିନେଷ୍ଟ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ଥିଲେ। ଆଉ ଅନଡିଭାଇଡେଡ କଟକ ଡିଭିଜନ ବାଲିକୁଦାରେ ଯାହାଙ୍କର ଜନ୍ମ, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସେ ମୋ ଜିଲ୍ଲା, ମୋର ଜନ୍ମିତ ଜିଲ୍ଲା ଜଗତସିଂହପୁରରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଘର। ସେଠି ମଧ୍ୟ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ମୋର ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ଡକ୍ଟର ସୁନ୍ଦର ରାୟ, ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟର ଅଫ୍ ସିଫା, ଯିଏକି ମୋତେ ଭଲ ରୂପେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ଏହି ହଲରେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଥିବା ICAR ଏବଂ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଫିସରୀ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁଟରୁ ଯେଉଁ ରେସ୍ପେକ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଲୋକମାନେ ଆଜି ଏଠି ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସିଫାର ଆନୁଆଲ ଡେରେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ନମସ୍କାର ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ଏହି ଇନଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁଟରେ ସମସ୍ତ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ଏବଂ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟିଭ ଷ୍ଟାଫ, ଚିଫ୍ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟିଭ ଅଫିସର, ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ଅଫିସରଙ୍କୁ ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟିଭ ଷ୍ଟାଫ, ସପୋର୍ଟିଂ ଷ୍ଟାଫକୁ ମୋର ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ମୋ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି ମୁଁ ଯାହାକୁ ସବୁଠୁ ଭଲ ପାଏ, ଯିଏକି ମୋତେ 25 ବର୍ଷ ଧରି ଏହି ଫାର୍ମରେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରି ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ହିଁ ଫାର୍ମ ଗଢ଼ି ଉଠିଛି ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କ ଯୋଗୁଁ ହିଁ ଫାର୍ମ ଡେଭଲପ୍ କରିଛି ଏବଂ ସିଫା ଡେଭଲପ୍ କରିଛି। ସେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଗ୍ରାସ୍ ଲେବଲ୍ ୱାର୍କର୍ସ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଣାମ ଜଣାଉଛି। ତାପରେ ଏଠି ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଥିବା ପ୍ରେସ୍ एवं मीडिया सेल जो अतिथि माने आसचंती ताको मध्य मु प्रणाम जनाऊँ। आउ रही गले रिसर्च स्कॉलर जे कि देशर भविष्य फिशरी जगतर भविष्य से तो मु प्रणाम जन पारि ना कारण आमर ओडिशार गोटे प्रवाद अच्छी सीनियर लोक मैंने जूनियर प्रभाव जनइबा कथा नुहे से पुणी आशीर्वाद देवा कथा से आशीर्वाद देवा मु किए मु एमिति जन को लोक डाकिबी जे कि 50 किलोमीटर आसबे एवं तांको प्रणाम जनइबे आपण मैंने जानीपर सी किए जार नंबा बाहु नंबी आसी दासिया बाउरी गोटे नड़िया नवापाई जगन्नाथ मंदिर रे जेतेबेले दासिया बाउरी नड़िया टे पठेइथिला कहिथिला ता पंडा को ये नड़ियाटी मंदिर भितर थिबा गरुड़ स्तंभ पाखे दब एवं डाकिब ताकू जदि तार हाथ न आसिक नड़िया न नब मोर ये नड़ियाटी फेरे आनिब से नंबा हाथ नंबी आसी अदृश्य नंबा हाथ नंबी आसी एवं से नड़ियाटी नहीं जाइथिला से नंबा हाथ जे कि 1918 मसीह जेतेबेले विवेकानंद चिकागो धर्म सम्मेलन की जाइथिले मात्र 3 मिनिट समय दिया हिथिला 3 मिनिट गोटे धर्म सम्मेलन इंडिया रे एक रिप्रेजेंट जाइते स्वामी विवेकानंद जे स्वामी जी को मो प्रणाम स्मरण करथिले से कौन भाषण देइथिले से स्मरण रे नभात चली जाइथिला एवं तांको पाकु चली जाइथिला 3 मिनिट रो समय को 3 घंटा लगी गला समस्त स्तब्ध कौन कहिथिले माय डियर ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स कर ताली रे 3 मिनिट चली थिला से माय डियर ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स किए तेणु आपण माने जानि सारिबानी मु काहा को स्मरण करिछि मु तो भाषण रे प्रथम ताको स्मरण करिछि तेणु मोर रिसर्च स्कॉलर मानू से जगन्नाथंकर महाबाहु नंबी आसु ये हॉल रे उपस्थित समस्त को आशीर्वाद दो एवं रिसर्च स्कॉलर मानू आशीर्वाद सर्जन मंडली आज हूँ सिफार 36तम जन्मदिन एवं मो राज्यर 87तम जन्मदिन गोटे दिन रे आज हूँ गोटे पवित्र दिवस ये दिवस आपण माने भावुथिबे मु डायरेक्टर कही एवं मो गुरुजी आसचंती जीवन चतुर्थ सोपान रे पहुंची साइला परे ये भग्न शरीर नहीं मु 22 किलोमीटर दूर केवल आसी आपण मान किछि कथा कहबा पई ए जो सिफा आपण माने 36 वर्ष तले कहउचंती सिफाटा हेइतिला ये सिफा इति नथांता सिफा मध्य प्रदेश पाना को चली जाई थांता मु मोर वार कहूची कनकल्चर डिविजन कटक 12/6/16/2/2066 रे मोर जॉइन एवं 3/4/2007 रे मोर रिटायर 41 आपण काउंट करने मोर फास्ट डायरेक्टर होचन सिपिरियर बीएस भीमाचार एवं शेष डायरेक्टर होचन प्रेजेंट होचन डॉक्टर एन षडंगी 8 जन डायरेक्टर 5 जन एक्टिंग डायरेक्टर ये अदम काम करी आछि जो किला फिश फार्म दिने मक्का ऑफ द फिश वर्ल्ड थिला से फार्म मैनेजर हिसाब में काम करी आछि जोठी के चालुकुनी एवं ए चौधरी आज माछरे इंड्यूस ब्रीडिंग अनुगुल फिश फार्म रे 1957 मसीहा जुलाई 10 तारीख एवं शनिवार आज शनिवार पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड रु कलेक्शन करी आज इंड्यूस ब्लिडिंग कर सारा विश्व में इंड्यूस ब्लिडिंग आरंभ होती से हूँ पनकल डिविजन कटक सबस्टेशन। आज डॉक्टर साहू डॉक्टर षडंगी बहुत लोग ये कटक सबस्टेशन अच्छा जार मुझे जॉइन कली जार ऑफिसर इंचार्ज थे केएच आलिकुनी तीन भाई तांकर केएच इब्राहिम केएच अहमद दी भाई होती आलिकुनी इब्राहिम होती फ्रेश वाटर केएच अहमद होती मारायण फिशरी एच चौधरी होती विश ब्रिडिंग 19 कैंटनमेंट रोड जार मु जन्म कर कि 1957 मुझा शुणी 1949 मसीह फिशरी रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट बारकपुर इनागुरेट करते विधान चंद्र राय सेठू 2 जन साइंटिस्ट आसिक ओडिशा फिशरी रे अवस्थापित होते कारण माछ जाल हापा ब्रिडिंग रे नई रु कलेक्शन होते इंड्यूस ब्रिडिंग हो नाला मुझे जॉइन कली से इंड्यूस स्टार्ट होता आ जो किला फिश फार्म को सिल्वर कावा गास कार माछ डायरेक्ट चाइना रु भुवनेश्वर एयरपोर्ट आसी फ्राए कटक किला फिश फार्म रियरिंग होता आ जो केएच ये अदम केएच आलिकुनी केएच इब्राहिम एच.एल. चौधरी जे कि ढाका यूनिवर्सिटी रु प्रोफेसर थिले पार्टीशन बेले सेपरेट बेले दुखर कथा वाइफ सियाड़ रहीगली ये पढ़े आसिले आसिक जॉइन कले कटक सबस्टेशन फिश ब्रिडिंग मु जॉइन करवा 3 मास पर केएच आलिकुनी पढ़े बॉम्बे सीआईपी डायरेक्टर एच.एल. चौधरी ले इनचार्ज फिश ब्रिडिंग अलग इंडियन फिश ब्रिडिंग अलग ये जब गुप्ता साहब आसी ना कौटी सार तो अच्छा इंड्यूस ब्रिडिंग अलग आरएम होमी गुप्ता जी आसी इलाहाबाद जॉइन करते एक्सोटिव ब्रिडिंग हेड होती एसबी सिंह कल्चर डिविजन होती एमटी फिल्पोस ना कह बहुत समय लगे 3टा ऑफिस
So, friends, due to her pressing engagement, Madam Vice Chancellor has to leave. So, with the permission of our chief guest, we would like to felicitate. Would like to felicitate Dr. Savita Acharya, Madam. I request our Honorable Director Sir to do the honor, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam, for being with us and gracing this occasion of annual day and making it the more memorable one. Looking forward to host you once again, madam, next time. Thank you, madam. Thank you once again. Give a huge round of applause for madam for coming here and gracing the occasion. So we'll continue with this. Mudri Babu.
मु आपणकर बहुमूल्य समय नष्ट कर चाहूनी मु खाली कहूँ कटक सबस्टेशन पर केमिति सिफा है से कटक सबस्टेशन 70 दशक जड़े रिविजन डिविजनल कमिशनर थिले नलिन पंडा कहले ऑफिस छाड़ ओडिशा छाड़ डॉक्टर चौधरी नेतृत्व रे आमे किछि ओडिशार लोक बाहरी केमिति ओडिशा रे ऑफिस उठी जीव पाना को मध्यम प्रदेश को आमे दबा को जीवु नहीं। डॉक्टर एसएन भंजदेव एम राउत जने साइंटिस्ट से आउ ए जगत नांती तांको लीडरशिप रे स्टैटिस्टिक ए सिपार रिटायर करछंती तांकरी नेतृत्व रे प्रथम देखा कलु शैलेंद्र एसएन भंजदेव जे कि आईसीआर मेंबर थिले राजा अपकनिका से होचंदी राजा सेतबे चीफ मिनिस्टर थिले आरएन सिंहदेव जे कि महाराजा बलांगीर चीफ मिनिस्टर थिले राजा राजांको संपर्क तापर देखा कलु गवर्नर थिले बीडी जत्ती यांकर सहित देखाला परे तापरे ओडिशा डायरेक्टर थे जीएन मित्र एचएल चौधरी थे ऑफिसर इंचार्ज आमे ओडिशा रु जीवु नाही ये देखा कर सारा पर हाँ पद्म विभूषण राधानाथ रथ एडिटर समाज तांको देखा कर सारा परे पेपर रे बहुत बाहर कले एवं शैलेंद्र भंजदेव सेतबले आईसीआर डीजी थे डॉक्टर एम एस स्वामीनाथन एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर थे सी सुब्रमण्यम एवं प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी सी सुब्रमण्यम एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर स्वामीनाथन पोस्ट तमिलियन तांकर संपर्क घनिष्ठ जे कि प्रथम एआर से सृष्टि कले कहीं ना सेक्रेटरी आईएएस सहित तांकर पड़िला नहीं आईएएस मानकर जो प्रादुर्भाव आम आईएएस स्वामीनाथन कहले कौन है मुझे सेक्रेटरी से एआर से सृष्टि कले एवं मुझे जॉइन कली से साइंटिस्ट पोस्ट नथिला पोस्ट थिला एचएल चौधरी थे आरओ आउ सब थे एआरओ आरए तापर एसआरए टेक्निकल जोड़े पोस्ट एलएफए एंड जेएसए लैबोरेटरी फील्ड असिस्टेंट जूनियर सर्वे असिस्टेंट चलिला संग्राम आमे जीवु नहीं राधानाथन लिखिले पेपर रे शैलेंद्र भंजदेव बहुत सपोर्ट कले जहा फल कि चीफ मिनिस्टर राजी हेले एवं यही कौशल्यांग स्थिर है आमको प्रथम जगह देले कौटी ओईटी पाखे खंडगिरी जोटी की पूरा पत्थर जगह अरे ये पत्थर जगह रिसर्च कौन हो पार जीएन मित्र नेतृत्व रे आज जदि ये सिपार जगह मिली थाए तांको जोगु तांकर फोटो भी एबे अछि ये संग्राम भितरे इटी ओडिसा रे रही गला तापरे आसिले वीआरपी सिन्हा आज ये ऑफिसर स्पेशल ड्यूटी से भी सिफार डायरेक्टर ही नाती तांकर संग्राम बदल रे आनिले प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी की 77 3 जनवरी 1977 जे कि उत्कल यूनिवर्सिटी साइंस कांग्रेस तांको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलला डॉक्टर वीआरपी सिन्हा को कहया विषय मते घंटाटे लागिवो किंतु केतोटी पॉइंट मु कहूची जो वीआरपी सिन्हा सेक्रेटेरिएट रे कौन से ऑफिसर नाती जे तांको न चिन्हिची आवन जे कि आज पर्यंत कौन सी डायरेक्टर भुवनेश्वर क्लब रो मेंबर हे पारि नाती से ओएसटी रे भुवनेश्वर क्लब रो मेंबर हे पारतिले एवं जे कि प्रिंसिपल स्कूल एठी गुड़िया पोखरी पाखे गोटे पोखरी रे अटकई देइकरी नेटिंग डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देखै पारतिले आ जो वीआरपी समय से सिफा कौन करिछि ऑफिस छाड़ी के बाहर कौन करिछि मुते कहया को दियंतु आज्ञा ये सिफार कौन काम बाहर कौन करिछि वीआरपी सिन्हा ला सृष्टि कर लाभ टू फील मान लाभ मंडे नहीं लाभ मंडे फील्ड लाभ एंड फील्ड चारिआडे सृष्टि कले उत्तरा बुबा फिउला सबुआडे पोखरी नहीं गले आमे दबु तांको कौन खाद्य एवं जाल से माछरे पोखरी शेष कहीं ना पब्लिक लोक मैंने सिपापति आट्राक्ट हे जमी देवे तांकर ये अवदान एवं से हेड थिले दिलीप कुमार डॉक्टर एसएन महांती एंड एचके मुदुली चारिआडे बुली बुली सब माचास करते समस्ते सिपा को जानिले सी होचंती वीआरपी सिन्हा तांको विषय बहुत कहयार अछि ओएसटी थिले तांकर अवदान तांको समय ये सब होता तापर सिफार अवदान आसला डॉक्टर एच डी त्रिपाठी वुमेन इन एक्वाकल्चर इन आदिवासी एरिया मोर कहबार उद्देश्य सिफा बाहर कौन कर वुमेन इन एक्वाकल्चर डीडीजी साहब ये अच्छा प्रथम डॉक्टर चारि से लीडरशिप थिला डॉक्टर एस सी रथ डॉक्टर एन महांती एवं एच के मुदुली कौटी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलाहांडी डिस्ट्रिक्ट केन्दुझर डिस्ट्रिक्ट मालकानगिरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुरी जिलार गणिया तापर बाहर होची छत्तीसगढ़ जगदलपुर वुमेन इन एक्वाकल्चर आदिवासी एरिया माछ चाष कर देखई देलु जो एच डी त्रिपाठी केन्दुझर रे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन सेक्रेटरी नहीं कहले यही दीदी जो अच्छा जे कि स्पन ब्रीडिंग रु ए गुप्ता साहब अच्छा स्पन नहीं केन्दुझर हियरिंग कर देखई देलु एच डी त्रिपाठी कहले मुदुली इठी एते होची सिफार हो पारुनी समस्त आश्चर्य गले स्टेट फिशरी आश्चर्य गले सब जानले ये चार्टा डिस्ट्रिक्ट वुमेन 3 वर्ष काल आदिवासी एरिया रे काम करी आमे सेते बेले देखैछु एई डीडीजी नेतृत्व रे मु खाली कहि दोछि सिफा कोन बाहर करिछि का समय कोन हेछि तापरे आसिले मिस्टर अंधीर साहब से तापरे आसिले मोर गुरुजी डायरेक्टर सिफा समय आरंभ है बाबा आमते प्रोजेक्ट 800 हेक्टर नागपुर महाराष्ट्र स्टेट जोड़ी बाबा आमते बसी पारती ने ठिया हुंती न शुअती एवं केवल कुष्ठ रोगी मानकर से फार्मर ट्रीटमेंट जे कि इंटरनेशनल ना केवल से हम कही नहीं केवल डॉक्टर बीआरपी सिन्हा अवदान ये अदम 1982 मसीह कहले मुदुली जीव इंटीग्रेटेड फिश फार्मिंग इन चाइना उसी फर्स्ट बा सेकेंड बैच 4 मंथ्स मते पठेले इंटीग्रेटेड फिश फार्मिंग इन चाइना ट्रेनिंग पाई कहले मुदुली जीव तापरे सार अवदान जो ना कर देखलु बाबा आमते प्रोजेक्ट रे 800 एकर 100 एकर्स फार्म जहाँ को कि गवर्नमेंट कही इंडिया गवर्नमेंट जो कहला जे तुम फार्म अंडर गोल्ड माइन अच्छी ने गोल्ड माइन अच्छी बाबा आमते हटे पाइलानी सार बहुत थर जाइए काम देखई तापर आसला बेस्ट आईसीआर इंस्टीट्यूट केवल ये पॉसिबल हो पार्थिला आज सार जो तापरे आसला महाबात्या जो माने आखिरी देखी सुनामी से दिन भयंकर बात्या राति अनिद्रा है जे कि इंस्टीट्यूट रे रही एवं काम करछंती पाचेरी भांगी जाइछि गछ भांगी जाइछि फार्मर सब माछ माने बाहरी जाइछंती केवल सेतिकी नुहे पाख पाख पड़िशा गाँव में जाइकरी बुलिकी रिलीफ ठर आरंभ कर जे काम करछंती तांकर अवदान कम नहीं मु जाने नहीं कटक सबस्टेशन ठार आरंभ करी आज पर्यंत सिफार समस्त परिवार समस्त लोक कहीं मते भल पाती कौन सी लोक एमती नहीं जे कि मते भल न पाए मु जाने नहीं कौन पाई प्रत्येक डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर भीमाचार ठार आरंभ करी डॉक्टर नटराजन ठार आरंभ करी डॉक्टर भिजी जिंगरन जतले कोर्ट आसिले से तो चिलिका डेवलपमेंट रे थिले सेतबळे सार आज पद्मश्री अवार्ड पाई डॉक्टर सेतबळे केवल जड़े लोक जे कि भी जिंगरन पद्मश्री अवार्ड पाइथिले कहया गले तो बहुत अतीत 57 वर्ष 41 वर्ष अतीत बहुत सार समय कहया गले तो बहुत किंतु टाइम नहीं तांको विषय कहले गोटे बही हम माने घटना होछि जहा फल कि आज सार प्रथम आईसीआर एनिमल साइंस रे फिशरी डिडीज हवा आज पर्यंत कई ही नांती मु तो जति जानी आईसीआर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ब्रिटिश अमल 1919 रु इंपेरियल फिश एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट थिला तापर है आईसीआर किंतु आज कहवा को समय नहीं जदि इतिहास मु कही सार टिके समय देबे कारण आउ चतुर्थ सोपान रे पहुंची गला परे केतेबेले कोन हम किछ कहि हेबनी तेणु मु आज खास आई 22 किलोमीटर मो घर जदिओ 100 मीटर दूर गेट 3 ठारू किंतु मु आज 22 किलोमीटर दूर रहूछि 22 किलोमीटर बाची केवल समस्त मिस्त्री कहया पाई तापरे सार को अवदान कहया गले बहुत किछि तापरे ये जो इंस्टीट्यूट कौन करी बाहर सिफा आज बहुत किछि कही आमर प्राइम मिनिस्टर कही आमर प्रिय प्राइम मिनिस्टर कही इतिहास इतिहास और परंपरा उपयुक्त सम्मान बिना राष्ट्र विकास संभव नुहे जो राष्ट्र माने निजर गौरवमय इतिहास और परंपरा को अणदेखा करती से माने निजर आत्मपरिचय हरेबा निश्चित तेणु आज मुझे सिफार इतिहास किछि कहया को आसी आज सिफा कही ना एटे के 3 जन गवर्नर आछंती डॉक्टर पांडे डॉक्टर पुनाचा डॉक्टर पांडे डॉक्टर पुनाचा आउ डॉक्टर राजेंद्रन 2 जन चीफ मिनिस्टर आछंती तांको स्व इच्छा रे एटिकी 2 जन चीफ मिनिस्टर तांको स्व इच्छा आछंती डॉक्टर जानकी वल्लभ पट्टनायक जेतले चीफ मिनिस्टर थिले से कहले इठी गोटे भारत सरकार करे एते बड़ ऑफिस हेछि मु देखिया को नाही चिट्ठी देखिल निजे डायरेक्ट डाकी नांती मु देखिबे कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट हेछि तांको प्रथमे नै गलु कोठी सिउला रे गोटे फार्म जोटी लैब टू लैंड प्रोग्राम रे हमर थिला डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देखिया पे से चीफ मिनिस्टर बा पूर्व मोर परिचय थिले कटक रे जेतेबेले डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देखिकी लैब बुलिले मते पचाले अरे तमे कोन एठी मुगल सरबा मैं चाकरी करछि से परिचय कहले बहुत कथा तापर देखि बहुत खुशी गले तापरे सारा ओडिसा रे मस्चर रोग व्यापी गला बिजू पट्टनायक the son of soil of Indonesia जे कि तांको विषय तो कहे बहुत कथा जे कि ओडिसा रे गर्व एवं गौरव से कहले माछर गोबार क्षेत्र सिफाक्स बाहरी डॉक्टर मुखार्जी जॉइन करथांती डॉक्टर त्रिपाठी समय रे आसिले निजे सो इच्छा रे कौन गोटे सिफाक्स बाहर कर माछ रोग विषय रे 2 जन चीफ मिनिस्टर सो इच्छा मु जीवी सिफा को देखी कौन माछे सिफाक्स बाहर थे माछ रोग विषय रे डॉक्टर मुखार्जी नेतृत्व रे जो सिफा आसिले एटी मीटिंग कले तांकर बहुत आनंदित होकर गले से कार्टा आसला आमे देखुचु ये ऑडिटोरियम रे से चलीगला सियाड़े अरे चीफ मिनिस्टर कार साड़ी पड़ेगा कौन भूल पड़े कि नाई से जाइए विदाउट पुलिस एवं गार्ड कार्टा पड़ेगा पुणी फेरिक आसला ये ऑडिटोरियम रे ये ऑडिटोरियम 3 जन गवर्नर भाषण देइछंती ये ऑडिटोरियम 2 जन चीफ मिनिस्टर भाषण देइछंती एवं एनडीए रो 2 जन कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर आछंती बलराम झाकर एवं नीतीश कुमार मिनिस्टर ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर सेंटर। नीतीश कुमार तो आग आसी सार नहीं चिलिका जाते बुलाया गोटे कमिटी हेड जो एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर हेले आउ से आसी आज जो सार अवदान जो 10 जुलाई आम फिशरी डे पालन करुचु सार अवदान जो नीतीश कुमार जो एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर थिले सेटा सार अवदान जो आज 10 जुलाई आम फिश फार्मर्स डे पालन करा जो गुड़ा के चालिकुनी एवं ए चौधरी इंडस्ट्री स्टार्ट करते पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड तापर आछंती 3 जन मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट फॉर आईसीआर कान्हू चरण लेंका टाइम तापरे सारंग समय आछंती हुकुम नारायण यादव आमे तो भगवान कर प्रथम अवतार रे काम करूछु प्रथम अवतार कौन मत्स्य अवतार आमे तो तांका पाखे सब बेले अच्छु हुकुम नारायण सिंह भाषण देइथिले मत्स्य अवतार विषय रे तापरे आछंती देवेंद्र प्रधान द फादर ऑफ धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जे कि सेंटर रे मिनिस्टर ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर डॉक्टर सी साय समय एक्टिंग डायरेक्टर सी साय समय सी आसी एवं आमको नहीं गले तालचेर घर पाखक देखा सी शाह सीडी साहू डॉक्टर एच.के. मुदुली चलिए गोटे गोटे सी तो जन डाक्तर तांकर घर पाखे गोटे 2टा पोखरी अच्छी कहले मो पाखरी माछ चाष केमी हम तो आस चाहूँ मुझे सर जा तेणु बाध्य जाइलु मोर आउ लास्ट हो कथा आईसीआर इंस्टीट्यूट आमे ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन से सक्सेस व्हाइट रिवोल्यूशन से इंडिया सक्सेस किंतु एपर्यंत ब्लू रिवोल्यूशन सक्सेस पारि कहीं जो स्टेट रे वर्तमान अच्छी इनलैंड फिशरी माछ 3टा स्टेट रु न आसिले मंत्री कहते आसेम्बली रे 4527 4526 कोटी माछ विदेश को रप्तानी 3 राज्य ओडिशा को आछुची मधुर माछ रिसेंटली फिशरी मिनिस्टर कौन कहते मुझे पढ़ी शुणुची आपण मानक मंत्री उल्लेख कर माछ चाषर चाहिदा अधिक हेतु 3टी राज्य यथा आंध्र प्रदेश पश्चिमबंग एवं छत्तीसगढ़ मधुर माछ आसुअछि व्यवसायी मु लास्ट कहूँ 2019-20 5,556.18 कोटी टंका एवं 2021-22 रे 64.67 कोटी टंका एवं 50.520 मेट्रिक टन माछ 12 राज्य ओडिशा को आसुछि फ्रेश वाटर कौन पाई मु कहूने सिपा सिपा तो बहुत मोर वैज्ञानिक मान एबे कहूची न्यूट्रिशन सेक्शन डॉक्टर आशीष शाह कहांती से मुझे नमस्कार करने चाहूँ कारण एबे गोटे टीवी चैनल देखिले रिसेंटली केन्द्रापड़ा रे वोमेन जो महिला सशक्तिकरण 30 एकर फार्म जाइए ठिया होती जो देखा माछ चाष साहाय्य कर जाल उत्पादन कर शुणिकी डॉक्टर आशीष शाह आश्चर्य हली सिपा केन्द्रापड़ा जाए केते काम कर डॉक्टर आशीष शाह न्यूट्रिशन मु फोन कली सिपा को अरे मु तो जानवर डॉक्टर जीएस शाह डॉक्टर आरके दे होती एक्सटेंशन रे आशीष शाह तो मुझे जानी जो ऑफिस की फोन करी बुझिली डॉक्टर आशीष शाह कौ सेक्शन रो ना न्यूट्रिशन सेक्शन मु कहली अच्छा जब जीवी देखा करी धन्यवाद देवी बढ़िया खबर सिपा तो एते काम करुच्ची साइंटिस्ट मैंने एते मैंने करुँच 3टा राज्य ओडिशा को कहीं केते माछ आसुची कोऑर्डिनेशन अभाव ओडिशा सरकार अभाव एवं आमर लोक मानकर ज्ञानर अभाव आश्चर्य लगुच 3टा स्टेट आम फेक स्टेट आमको माछ दौरान पुणी मधुर जल आमे एते वर्ष हेलानी एठी रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट करी कटक सब देउछु सब प्रकार साहाय्य करूछु ये हूँ बड़ दुखपूर्ण कथा कहवा को बहुत थिले मध्य आउ कहया को समय नहीं आउ टाइम भी परमिट करूनी तेणु मोर जड़े कवि कही प्राणीर आरत दुख प्रशमित देखु देखु कि पास हाउ सहु मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाउ जगत उद्धार हो ये मुदुली आज कहूँ मो जीवन पछे नरके पड़ी थाउ सिफार उन्नति हो सिफार उन्नति हो सिफार उन्नति हो जय जगन्नाथ वंदे उत्कल जगन्नाथ।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir.
Hello, respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Padam Sri, Dr. S. Ayappan, Secretary of DARE, former Secretary of DARE, Director General of ICAR, and Dr. J.K. Jana, the DD of ICAR, and Dr. P.K. Sahu, Director of CIFA, and Dr. Sundara, our Principal Scientist on the dais, and my dear colleagues, and all CIFA family members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. Jai Jagannath. Just I want to express my happiness for overall development of the or progress of this institute, and the credit goes to the every member of the CIFA family. With I convey my own congratulations and appreciations to all the members of CIFA. At the end, wishing you all to continue the work with the same spirit for the progress of the institute. With this, thank you very much, Swamiji. Namaskar. Namaskar to all. Thank you, sir.
Respected Director CIFA, Dr. P.K. Sahu, and my main attractive of this today's Institute Foundation Day and Utkal Divas, and a main guest, Padma Shri Dr. Ayappan Sahab, Amara DDG, Dr. J.K. Jana Sahib, and our Sahib का नाम भूल जाऊँ सुंदराय डॉक्टर सुंदराय साहब एवं आमर एठी उपस्थित so many our retired and in service persons having distinguished qualification and research activity during CIFA service. First of all, during Ayappan Sahab's period, the institute when we worked on pond microbiology, I remember Dr. Ola from Hungary, Budapest, he came 3 times on pond microbiology activity. At that time, Ayappan Sahab, Dr. Purushottam Sahab, they worked with the soil chemistry division, and it was a very time when research peaked in microbiology work and other activities with 3 times consultation of Dr. Ola at CIFA. After that, Dr. Pal Sab also from Hungary, he came. I used to learn so many things when as a chemist participated with them, and the team published a lot of parameters of soil sediment. ଆମର ପୋଖରୀରେ ମାଛ ଚାଷ କହିଲେ ଯେ ପାଣି କି ବୁଝାଏ ସେଇଟା ନୁହଁ, ପାଣି ମାନେ ମୁଁ ମୋତେ ବୁଝଉ ନାହିଁ। ମୋର କହିବାଟା କ'ଣ ନା ପାଣି ଏବଂ ମାଟି, ଯେମିତି କେତେ ଜଣ ଚାଷୀ ଆସିଲେ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ଆମେ ଯିବୁ ପାଣି ପରୀକ୍ଷା କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ସେଠି ଗେଟ୍ରେ ସବୁ ଜାଣି ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତି, ହଁ ଜଣେ ପାଣି ବାବୁ ଅଛନ୍ତି, କହିଲେ ଆମର ମାଟି ବି ଅଛି, ଆଉ ଜଣେ ମାଟି ବାବୁଙ୍କ ନାଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ସିଏ କହିଲେ ଆରେ ପାଣି ମାଟି ଜଣେ ବାବୁ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସିଏ କରିବେ ଯା। ହଉ ଛାଡ଼, ସେ ଟାଇମ୍ଟା ବହୁତ ଚାଲିଥିଲା ଏବଂ this made me to enhance my qualification because of SAR's period, and he liked me very much. During his period, I could complete my MSc soil chemistry, and also he permitted for a PhD work at Utkal University. As my guide, it was completed, and that is good history also there. When CIFA director gave me permission, when during that time Bombay directorship passed, and when DDG, he corrected my thesis of 120 pages. During some activity work, Dr. R.K. Jana and other people there in their office, he discussed and corrected 120 pages within 1 hour. And during that DDG period at Utkal University, it was PhD was awarded, and for my senior senior scientist interview, then at that time he was a DG of ICAR. In 2011, when I was having only 6 months to retire, though I could not meet during that days because it is a Director General's questions, and I appeared for that interview that day. So last 10 years passed, I could not meet during that time. So meantime, I did my MSc PhD work during this service period. I am very happy with that, and I could get 3 months, 4 months training at UC China after Mudili Babu ଯେମିତି କହୁଥିଲେ ଯେ ମୁଁ ଚାଇନା UC ଯାଇଥିଲି 87 ଏପ୍ରିଲରୁ ଅଗଷ୍ଟ 4 months, and having 40 research papers national and international level with 4-5 published material during KVK TTC activity, and I could got this awarded with 3 ICR team award. Out of 3, one is with CIFAX medicine royalty. I was getting royalty since 3-4 royalty I shared. So these 4 activities are there, and meantime I during my service period, I was inspired with the farmers' activity, and their standard of living increased. So I influenced only by feedback condition, and since last 5 years, I have from 17 won 9.5 acres of land of integrated fish farming, having 5 acres of fish production and 200 coconut plant and mango and other agricultural fruits are there. Since last 5-6 years, it is going on, and I could get 8 to 10 lakhs per year from that. So it is my privilege that I could serve this CIFA's activity to farmers level. At present, I have a small laboratory in my field, a farm, and I could analyze the water and soil samples. ଚାଷୀ ମାନଙ୍କର ମାଟି ପାଣି ପରୀକ୍ଷା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମର ଏ ଏରିଆରୁ ଲଗେଇକି ବହୁତ 3ଟି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟର ଲୋକ ଫାର୍ମକୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆଉ ସେମାନେ ବି ମାଗଣା ମୁଁ ଟେଷ୍ଟ କରୁନାହିଁ, ଏଠି ଯେମିତି 100 ଟଙ୍କା ସେମିତି 100 ଟଙ୍କାରେ ତାଙ୍କର ପରୀକ୍ଷା କରାଇକି ଘଣ୍ଟାକ ଭିତରେ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡେସନ ବି ଦିଆଯାଉଛି। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏଇ 70 ବର୍ଷ ବୟସରେ ମୁଁ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଲେଭେଲ ଫାର୍ମ ସବୁ ଯେଉଁ ରହିଛି ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ, ତା ଦେହରେ 1 day ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ମୋତେ ଦିଆଯାଏ ଟୁ ଟେକ୍ ଦି କ୍ଲାସ୍ 10 to 1 3 hours, and again 2 to 5 3 hours, 6 hours. I was taking 1 or 2 times in a month. That is 2.2500 per day. So I could able to take the class. ମୁଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦେବି ଯେ ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ବସିଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ସହଯୋଗ ତାଙ୍କରି ଇନ୍ସପିରେସନ୍ ତାଙ୍କର ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ମୋତେ ଏତେ ଇନଫ୍ଲୁଏନ୍ସ କରିଛି ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କାମ ବା ସିଫାର ନ୍ୟୁ ରିସେଣ୍ଟ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଉପରେ ମୋତେ ଭାରି ଖୁସି ଲାଗୁଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 70 ବର୍ଷରେ କିଛି କାମ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ମୋ ଭାଇମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ରିଟାୟାର୍ଡ ହେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ବୁନ୍ଦା ବୁନ୍ଦା ରକ୍ତ ଝାଳ ଏ ସଂସ୍ଥାକୁ ଆଜି ଗଢ଼ିବାରେ ଯେତିକି ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିଛି ସିଫାର ନାଁ ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ରହୁଛି ତେଣୁ ସେଇ ମହାମନୀଷୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଶେଷରେ ନମସ୍କାର କରି ତାଙ୍କର ନମସ୍ୟ ସେତିକିରେ ରହୁଛି ଜୟ ହିନ୍ଦ ଜୟ
Namaskar. Good afternoon. प्रथमे आजर चीफ गेस्ट ये हूँ स्पेशल क्वालिटी डाउन टू अर्थ नेचर जोटा कि चीफ गेस्ट कहले भी से आपत्ति कर पद्मश्री डॉक्टर आयपन सर जे कि तंकर विशेष विवरणी ऑलरेडी दिया सरची डॉक्टर जे.के. जेना डेप्यूटी डायरेक्टर जनरल फिशरीज डॉक्टर पी.के. साहू डायरेक्टर ऑफ दिस इंस्टीट्यूट डॉक्टर सुंदर राय एक्स डायरेक्टर एंड present principal scientist, all my old colleagues sitting in front and number of rows, all my friends, scientists, head of the divisions of this institute, different heads and directors of different institutes of ICR, each and every member of CIFA family, right, technical staff, administrative staff, supporting staff and each and everyone. It is a great day for us, for CIFA, because when we come here, I feel it is a day which everybody remembers, and the tradition of inviting all the retired people every year is continuing, and thanks to present director also, who is continuing with the same tradition, which gives us a lot of happiness to meet our all old friends and give us a lot of energy for many more years and mental peace also. So it is a great occasion that we got our most beloved and respected Dr. Ayapan sir here with us as a chief guest after a long time. And CIFA is also very much lucky to have the 2 consecutive DDGs of fisheries who have passed their major period of research and activity in this institute, and also the first to get the DG of ICR who has spent maximum time and experience and also his talent and research has done in this institute. So we are proud for that, and no doubt Ayapan sir has many more dream projects in the country and in international national level. CIFA was also one of his dream projects. So like this, I want to, because of his talent in academic, in your professional career, as well as his quality of life and his down-to-earth nature and his leadership, he became the DG of ICR from fisheries sector. And I remember in this, because number of things have been told about the past, and once that our Mudli sir is telling something about the institute, about the past, present, future, everything he has completed. And Dr. Jena has described the present challenges, future challenges, and present developments, and the growth of the CIFA. I need not say anything about that, but one very important occasion which I remember about Apan sir. When I took over the charge as director after a few months, I think the ministry also changed, and the director, Minister Agriculture wanted to have a meeting with the all fisheries institutes and have a discussion with the directors of all the institutes. So DG along with the DDG and all 8 directors of the institutes were invited to attend the meeting and discuss with the minister about the developments and the future programs. And the meeting started without much introduction and without much welcome or anything, because ministers came and immediately asked to continue the meeting. And he has only 30 minutes of time. And as it was told that Swami Vivekananda in Chicago was given only 5 minutes and he continued for hours. Like that, Pansor has given only 30 minutes, not only 10 minutes to speak there, and he presented there. And he continued for 50 minutes uninterrupted by minister. And there was no discussion after the 50 minutes over. So his presentation was over, and then minister only asked one question and he left. There was no question, no discussion, nothing. So that was the type of presentation, that was the type of introduction of the institute and organization, which made a great change in the system. As well as, I think after that, lot of meetings went on in different places of the different regions for fishery development. And there was a regional committee meeting following that in CIFA, where the then agriculture minister came here. And he had a very good impression during that time. And I think following that, your NFDB also developed. NFDB was also one of the dream institute of Apansar. So these are the many things can be told, and which are what is his contribution to the institute. Past scientists have contributed, and before also scientists have been contributed, leadership have been given, and now, as Dr. Jena was telling, lot of challenges are for future. It is the new generation, new group, new scientists who have to take care of the future, taking into consideration of all the challenges and requirements. One side you have to see the high-end research. Another side you have to see the requirement of what the ministry wants, what the policymaker wants, what the farmers wants, what the entrepreneurs wants. So taking all these things, you have to take care. So I wish all the best for the CIFA, and thank you all, and thank you, and happy Utkal Divas, and also happy CIFA Day. Thank you all.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, मुझे लगता है कि जितने भी वक्ता अभी आए हैं उन्होंने हम सबकी सामूहिक भावनाओं का जो यहाँ व्यक्त कर दिया गया है, तो समय की कमी के कारण हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। टू टेल यू द ट्रूथ, एवरी मेंबर ऑफ सीफा फैमिली हैज एटलीस्ट वन स्टोरी टू शेयर अबाउट आवर अय्यप्पन सर, दैट इज हाउ मच ही इज अडोर्ड एट सीफा। सो थैंक यू एवरीवन, टू रिटायर्ड कलीग्स हु हैव शेयर्ड देयर व्यूज एंड एक्सपीरियंसेस। सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज रिलीज ऑफ पब्लिकेशन. So we are going to release some of our publications which has been prepared by different teams of the institute. Now I shall humbly request our chief guest, Dr. Ayyappan sir, to do the honor, please. So we will be releasing 4 publications at a time. So first publication is Handbook on Biofloc Based Fish Farming, edited by Dr. P.C. Das sir and team. And second one in the bunch is Breeding, Seed Production and Grow Out Culture Technology of Commercially Important Catfishes in India. This book has been written by Dr. S.K. Sahu sir and his team. It is in Hindi for the wider publication. And third publication is And most important publication is ICAR-CIFA Annual Report 2022, which has been edited by Dr. B.R. Pillai Madam and her team. And fourth one is the series of a brochure on a CIFA GI scam key success story, which has been authored by Dr. Farhana Haq and team. So compliments to the authors. So next one, and that is fifth publication. That is a series of leaflets. There are total 15 in numbers based on ICAR technologies and product, which has been already published in English, but it has been translated again in Hindi for wider publication. So we have made collage of those 17 leaflets for ease of release. And then next one is, that is sixth one is a booklet on reducing the gender gap in freshwater aquaculture, ICAR-CIFA's intervention. The booklet has been prepared by Dr. H.K. Des and his team. Seventh one is ICAR-CIFA in Media 2022. This is a compilation of selective news clippings which has appeared in mainstream media. And the last publication is ICAR-CIFA Profile, which encompasses all the baseline briefs about the institute and its activity. Thank you, sir, for your kindly take your seat, sir, please. So, moving ahead, it's time to confer various memorial awards to the meritorious scholars and students, for which I request Dr. Utkal Lakshmi Mohanty, Chief Technical Officer and representative of PME cell of the institute, to announce the name of awardees and coordinate the function. Madam, please.
Thank you, Dr. Tiwari. Once again, happy Utkal Divas. So we are having this year a small announcement for the gathering that according to the order of ICAR, we have cancelled the institutional awards and we are having only 4 memorial awards. So I am just declaring the 4 memorial awards on behalf of the scholarship committee and PME. The 2 scholarships, memorial scholarships are there for the school children of the wards of this institute. The first award scholarship is Girish Chandra Chaudhary Memorial Award. The amount was 1,20,000 deposited by Madam Girish Chandra Chaudhary sir, and in the name of father of Girish Chandra Chaudhary sir. So this year the award goes to Miss Archana Priyadarshini, daughter of Mr. Bhikari Behera, LDC of this institute. Archana Priyadarshini, please. She is student of 3rd year +3 science in Anmol College, Pubashashan, and she has got this post-matriculation Girish Chandra Award for year 2022. The next award, the next scholarship, memorial scholarship is in the name of mother of our beloved sir, Padma Shri S. Ayappan sir. And there is a small variation here, sir. For you, the August gathering, again I inform that this award was meant for the the scholars or the students of our employees in group C and D. But unfortunately, fortunately, these children of these 2 groups, they have crossed school education. So unanimously, with kind permission of Dr. S. Ayappan sir, we have selected the highest scorer student of the 5 schools around ICAR-CIFA under Board of Secondary Education, Odisha. So this award goes to Miss Shraddha Samarpita Sahu from Pratap Sasan Girls High School, Balakati. Miss Shraddha Samarpita Sahu, Pratap Sasan Girls High School, Balakati. She has secured 548 from 600 marks, and she is in grade 1. In this area, in whole locality, she is in grade 1, means A1 grade. Congratulations, Shraddha. And here, this institute has 2 memorial fellowships. One is in the name of Dr. T. Ramaprabhu sir, Memorial Award. That award goes to Mr. Sandeep Panda from He is YP2 in AICRP PISM project in APD. Mr. Sandeep Panda, please. The last but not the least, the next memorial award is Dr. B.R. Mohanty Memorial Award. Dr. B.R. Mohanty was one of the brilliant scholars in ICAR-CIFA. After his demise, his parents have donated the money in the name of the B.R. Mohanty Memorial Award. The award goes to Miss Ipsita Ishwari Das, Junior Research Fellowship, DBT, in FGBD Division. Ipsita Ishwari Das, Junior Research Fellow of DBT project in FGB Division. So I congratulate all the winners and wish you all success in your future laurels. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all dignitary. Congratulations again to the winners.
Thank you, madam, and congratulations once to the students and scholars for their awards. So कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अपनी परंपरा के अनुरूप हम यहाँ आए हमारे सभी मंचासीन महानुभावों का अभिनंदन करना चाहते हैं। इसके लिए मैं अपने निदेशक महोदय से निवेदन करूंगा कि सॉल मिस्मित सर एक मिनट सर प्लीज एक मिनट सर प्लीज
बाकी बात कर उद्बोधन के बाद में कर रही माइक आफ हो नहीं कौन करी उद्बोधन कर बच्चों का 1 मिनट ये जरूर मैं लूँगा बट फर्स्ट
सर ड्यूरी Sir, during your long stint at this institute, many memorables were captured by our photographers. So we have prepared a collage. So, Honorable Dr. G. K. Jana, sir, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
अच्छा परिचय कोरिबा चाहते कौन कोरिबा थैंक यू बच्चे बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक यू मैडम थैंक यू वेरी मच समस्त नमस्कार प्रथमे आज उत्कल दिवस सिफा एन्युअल डे सबू ये हैप्पी बर्थडे कह आसछंती सर्वप्रथमे श्री जगन्नाथ महाप्रभु श्री लिंगराज महाप्रभु एवं माँ दुलादे समस्त को प्रणाम आशीर्वाद में ये इंस्टीट्यूट चलची संस्थान चलची और esteemed guests esteemed and again my I am feeling so embarrassed so I thought I cannot be the chief guest at all. Absolutely no question. I'm absolutely a pilla hasikire pilla veli vaste astili ebe pilla achi mu. So she sakase chief guest hovar bilkul sambhav nuhe. Esteemed guest of honor, Dr. J. Krishna Jaina, Deputy Director General, Fisheries Science, ICAR, New Delhi. Our distinguished director of the CIFA, Dr. P.K. Sahu, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Utkal University, Madam Professor Smita Acharya, Shri Tille T.A.B. Jo Padilla, colleague Principal Scientist CIFA, Dr. J.K. Sundar Rai, Director of the, all the time it comes as CRRA only, but it is now NRRA, Dr. Amresh Kumar Naik, Madam Director, Central Institute of Women in Agriculture, Dr. Mridula Das ji, and then former directors of CIFA, including Dr. N. Sarangi, Dr. J.K. Sundar Rai, Dr. S.S. Mishra, Dr. Bindu R. Pillai, and Dr. Saroj K. Swai. And then we have many senior colleagues. We also have a very important person, our Swamiji, Swami Pranapranji Maharaj, जे उत्तरारे तिले बेपुबारे आचंती 40 वर्षोरु शेमो गाइड आचंती वेल विशर आचंती और आज शे आचंती हमारा सीनियर कलीग्स लोग डॉक्टर एस.डी. गुप्ता जी, डॉक्टर एस.के. सरकार साहब, फॉर्मर CTO KVK TTC, डॉक्टर A.K. साहू, our senior colleague, Dr. N.C. Biswal, or as was discussed so much, Shri H.K. Mudali ji, or we have Dr. Satpati, Dr. Balram Behra, Dr. A. Bharat, or also Dr. S.K. Swai, Director of Research from OUAT, and we have many senior colleagues, Shri Bishwal, Dr. Balram Behra, Dr. P.K. Mishra, Dr. K.C. Pani, we have also we have with us, very important people, Dr. Kantadas Mahapatro, and then Dr. Nirupama Panda, Madam Kasturi Samantraiji, and several other people with us. We have Dr. Shri S.C. Maturia, and our Samasta Loko, Bera Vaschanti, retired super annuated likaichi, super annuated, super seniors, super colleagues. So from Samasti Mane, our technical, scientific, technical, administrative supporting staff, Sabuje retired Chanti, or Ebbe, our Sangare Achanti, our heads of divisions, Dr. S.K. Sahu, Dr. P. Das, Dr. Kedar Mohanto, Dr. G.S. Saha, or Dr. Shri Prakash Mohanty, and or भी हमारा ये कोई अच्छी scientist colleagues, technical, administrative supporting staff, research scholars, अपना समस्त माने को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. अपना इतना प्यार से आप बुलाए हैं और इतना दिए हैं. ये 2 दिन रू इतने भलो लगुची मु 4 दिन असली और 4 दिन रू मु पूरा बाहर दुनिया भूली जाइची. एक अवसर के आसी के बसला पोरे किच्छु जना किच्छु मनरे आसी पे नहीं. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. J. Krishna Jaina, the esteemed Deputy Director General Fisheries Science ICR, for his concern, affection all the time. And today, you all know that he is leading the entire Indian fisheries R&D, with such elegance and diligence, and looking after everybody, individually and institutionally. So we can't be, I don't have words to thank him adequately, and wonderful leadership that you are providing at a very critical juncture. All that we had Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and all those things going on at every stage, dealing with the highest level in the government of India. At the same time, connecting so much to the individuals, every staff member across the institutes in the country, and at the same time with the farming community. Very difficult task. And then he is doing it so ably. So from all of us, a big thanks to you and compliments. Thank you very much. Madam, Dr. Professor Acharya, Savita Acharya, it was very nice to listen to her. Being an anthropologist, इतने कथा माचो पर कोई बहुत बढ़िया लगिला. तनको हमरा thanks कोई दे later. And then Dr. P.K. Sahu, the President Director of CIFA, thank you very much.
He earlier also, I was told, come and all that thanks to everybody, all the former directors. And Dr. Sahu wrote such a letter, that letter is worth preserving. He has written so nicely about the history and legacy of CIFA. ଏତେ ବଢ଼ିଆ ଚିଠି ଲିଖିଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ରଖିଛି ମୁଁ ପରେ ଫୋନ୍ କଲେ ମୁଁ ମନା କରିପାରିନି ସେ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ଆସିଲି और बहुत ଭଲ ଲାଗିଲା and thank you very much and 10 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ये पूरा फार्म ବୁଲିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଚାନ୍ସ ମିଳିଲା ଏତେ ଭଲ ଲାଗିଲା it's so nice to go around the institute so Dr. Sahab thank you very much on this and then at the same time I would like to thank the respected Honorable Secretary DARE and DJ ICAR President Dr. Himanshu Pathak for his in different ways his concern, affection and communications. And as I said, Swami Pranrupanji Maharaj କେବେଠାରୁ ମୁଁ ଏଠି 1984ରେ ଆସିଲି ତା ପୂର୍ବରେ ସ୍ୱାମୀଜୀ ଆସିଥିଲେ ସେ ଉତ୍ତରାରେ ପୂବାରେ ସବୁ ସମୟ ସେ he has seen CIFA growing at all stages at every stage स्वामी जी आपको हम सब की तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज ही आपनकर आशीर्वाद दरकार समस्त को एटी we request you thank you very much now as I said it's a big problem calling me chief guest जम्मू होनी बिल्कुल नहीं मते CIFA इतने दीची मते ही नहीं maybe we are hundreds of people thousands of people which whom CIFA मधुरी बाबू केते तरह कहले आपण जानिले ना हृदय कहले CIFA कहले सेमती हजार लोगों को ये CIFA इंस्टीट्यूट लाइफ देइछंती लाइवलीहुड देइछंती and समाज रे सोसाइटी रे रेस्पेक्ट देइछि this institute has given us so much so मु जानिनी मु पुनी केते आसी पारिबे नै जानिनी सेति पे साउ टिके कथा करि पाइबी गोटे समय नै करे बे लंच टाइम हे गेला किंतु टिके कथा जमा कोई बार नियति कोई बार अछि तो this is such a great institution so to that institution absolute salutations वंदे उत्कल जननी सब समय गाए और आज ही वंदे CIFA माँ भी कोई बार अच्छी क्योंकि हमारे केते लोग को हमारे सीनियर लोग को बसंती एटी डॉक्टर साहू डॉक्टर गुप्ता डॉक्टर सरकार रिसेंटली ग्रैंडफादर है सो हमें पेरेंट्स है इतने हमें ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स भी है गलो सो बट फॉर ऑल this institution this great institution that's why ମୁଁ ସବୁ ସମୟ କହୁଛି ଏଟା କୌଶଲ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗା ଆଗରୁ ଆମେ ଜାଣିନଥିଲୁ କୌଶଲ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗା କ'ଣ ଆମକୁ ସବୁ ସମୟ କୁହାହେଉଥିଲା ଦୌଡ଼ି ଆମେ ସବୁ ବାଇକରେ ଆସିଲୁ ଦୌଡ଼ି ମୁଁ ପରେ କହିଲି ଦୌଡ଼ି କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଦୌଡ଼ିରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଅଛି କୌଶଲ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗାରେ ପରେ ଏଠି ଆସିବ ପଡ଼ିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଟା ସତ୍ୟରେ ଗୋଟେ ପୁଣ୍ୟଭୂମି ଗୋଟେ କର୍ମଭୂମି ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ପୁରା ଜିନ୍ଦଗିରେ ये CIFA ଭୁଲି ପାରିବେନି तो एमती गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट दीची एट द सेम टाइम आपण मैंने भी इतने काटी इतने दीचंती ए इंस्टीट्यूट को जमती कहला आमर केते लोग रिटायर्ड हो जाती केते लोग हमको चढ़ी कर जाइछंती ये कोविड बेले भी बहुत दुख लगे केते लोग दे लेफ्ट अस बट देन एट द सेम टाइम मेनी ऑफ यू केते लोग ये सभा ये नहंती किंतु जहाँ भी हो से माने और प्रेजेंट माने जे काम करछंती ईच वन ऑफ यू जेमती डीडी सब कहले डायरेक्टर सब कहले अपना साइंटिस्ट हो हेड्स ऑफ डिविजन्स हो डायरेक्टर हो टेक्निकल हो सब एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हो सपोर्टिंग हो लेबर हो या रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स यू ऑल हैव इमेंसली कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू दिस इंस्टीट्यूट नाउ फॉर दैट आई वुड लाइक टू अगेन ऑफर माय हार्टफेल्ट सैल्यूटेशंस टू ईच वन ऑफ यू 10 वर्ष पर आसिली खाली जमती कहले खाली वर्ष नथिला पूरे जमती कहते चप्पा चप्पा हिंदी में ऐसे बोलते चप्पा देख पाए तो कोने देख पाए इतने भल लगिला द फार्म रियली लॉट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एडेड to all the directors जिते जहाँ भी गले भी और गोटे बिल्डिंग अच्छी और गोटे बिल्डिंग अच्छी और गोटे हैचरी अच्छी एमती दिखा के जा रहे थे डायरेक्टर साहब. So everybody, to all of you who led the institute for all these years, compliments to you. Very refreshing and lot of the change. Absolutely, that change was visible. वो दिनों हो रात्रि हो दुई टाइम देखिए सब समय पूरा चेंज हो जाए गेट रू नहीं किरे गेस्ट हाउस पर्यंत और पछपटे भी. So for all that, again compliments. And then such a farm landscape, बताए हमको कहाँ भी मिले भी नहीं. नायक साहब आपका फार्म भी बहुत अच्छा है, ग्रेट है, लेकिन मैं तो सिफा का नमक खाया हूँ इसलिए इसलिए वो थोड़ा इसलिए नहीं, लेकिन वो यहाँ से जाता नहीं है. मैं यहाँ से मुंबई गया, बाद में दिल्ली गया, बट अभी भी मैं सच में बोलता हूँ, अभी भी सर्विस में कोई याद आएगा वो खाली भुवनेश्वर का है, सिर्फ सिफा का आता है, इतना याद है. और कोई इंस्टीट्यूशन से we do not वो फैमिली हो बस पर्सनली वो सिफा जैसा वो दिल में बैठ गया है. बिल्कुल दैट्स कैनॉट बी फॉरगॉटन. He spent about 15 years here, and this 15 years में जेमती कोयली मो पिला ही करे असली किंतु सिफा मते खोटे मनुष्य कोई करे कोरी करे पटाइला. All the time, rest of the time, it was this institute. So Kali, Jemti Dekala, several changes, that seeing those black soldier fly containers was really exciting, something very new that we had not seen earlier. And the labs, were all very new look, very fresh ones that we were seeing. And when I went to Dr. G.S. Saha's room, a lot of messages, dream, dare, all kinds of things, that shows the kind of commitment you have. Then, we saw a lot of patents, trademarks, GIs, which we had not heard in our times. So compliments on that also. Startups, we were only talking, but then yesterday I could really see a lot of startups, are in the process of their budding stage. I'm sure they will bloom. And the digital platforms. So with the whole thing, chari ade mote kon dekhiva milla, very khushi, very happiness. That kind of happiness, that we could see. We don't require anything more than that. If people are happy, that means the science is good. Everything else is good. So on that count, again, that's Dr. Sahu, to you and your team, a very, very, big compliment, a big hand from all of us. Thank you very much. ମୁଁ ସାହସ को पचारि कौन कहबी मु से कहले जो भी चाहिए कही दिंतु मु जो भी चाहिए कहीदेले आपण पढ़ाइबे एबे लंच टाइम अच्छी तो से मु भावती कौन कहबी ये सिफा को केते बयस है आम से डिस्कस करूँ बयस के बयस है 1st April 1987 दैट्स व्हाट वी टेक एज द एनुअल डे से हिसाब से 36 साल 35 साल 36 साल द प्राइम यूथ of any individual or any organization. A wonderful time that you are here. But 3rd March 1977 nelle shatevele jemti kuwa hela Prime Minister sahab madam astile sab hoitila. Then we become 46 साल 46 years. किंतु और पूर्व जमती मुरली साहब कोयले और ये सब मनोची गुप्ता साहब बसंती एटी और सरकार साहब बसंती सरकार साहब दो कटक तिल के देन डॉक्टर साहब साहब बसंती मैं डार्क डे साहब को मैं देखो तिल असंती कोना शे माने कटक देख रहे 1949 and हमें सब actually I was not born, many of you might have been born. So the Sheda Dekile, we are very close to the Indian independence. We are just 2 years short, so 74 years. So SIFA is such a modern institute with such a legacy, with such a history. So that's what I thought, better we travel down the memory lane a little. That I thought is an apt one. So that's where I said, हमको पहले कुआ है ना ओडिशा.
बाद में कुआला भुवनेश्वर जानतु बाद में कुआला दौड़ी जानतु बाद में खोजी खोजी कौशलंगा गिरे बसीगल सो बेटर शेटा आम्ही देखिमु शे मु देखिले मु प्रथमे आसिली ओडिसारे कहीं ओडिसारे मु जमती कोइली absolutely we feel so much one with the state that everybody in the home and anywhere everywhere. First time asili Odisha ko 50 साल पहले as a student ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କଟକରେ ଆସିଲୁ और बारावती स्टेडियम रे आमे रोइलु 4 दिन रोइतिलु और से समय बारावती स्टेडियम आपण देखिथिबे एबे जाउछथि मु जानिनी सेते समय बहुत फेमस स्टेडियम सेपटे गले किला फार्म एपटे आसिले कोण 19 कंटोनमेंट रोड और हमको सबको बोला जाता था उस समय क्योंकि हमारा डायरेक्टर इंस्ट्रक्शन एसपी शेट्टी जी कॉलेज ऑफ फिशरीज मंगलुरु में वो सिफरी से आए थे. He always used to say you have to go to Mecca of Indian fisheries. Jatevele aquaculture natilla, freshwater aquaculture, ये सब terms were not being used. It's only fisheries. So it was Mecca of Indian fisheries. So with that time, we went there. Really, we had the fortune of seeing Professor Hiralal Chaudhary, Professor Ali Kunni ji जैसा बात हुआ वो बॉम्बे गए थे as director. But then I must say that M.T. Philippos, many people don't recall his name, an authority on green algae, chlorocalciums. Mu pore tanko gar utire golli saptakande basili tanko gare और algal identification सीखी लिए सब किंतु कटक रे इतने छोटो शहर है शे समय MP लोगों डॉक्टर रामचंद्रन डॉक्टर NGS राव भौमिक राम प्रभु I can go on. So these were the kind of people. And then at that time, we also had Dr. Gupta ji's lecture on pituitary gland. Dr. Sahab, वही हमको पहला lecture हुआ pituitary gland का. बाद में Dr. Sahab, we also had learned about your jeep, venture into the pond. Sahab उस समय jeep लेके pond में चले गए थे. And now that we are family and there is no outsider, I believe we can have some liberty too. But anyway, so we are seeing, Dr. Sahab, all these people, it was such a good thing that we had those 4 days. But let me tell you, what we didn't learn in 4 years of BFSC in Mangalore, in those 4 days, we really firsthand we learned what is fish culture in Cuttack, and that was our first real practical training in our lives. MT Goda Institute for a second time Asima Ponila in 1979. As we all came as ERS probationers, I mean, Dasaloko Tilo Amar Bachre, हमको सेते समय ये राजमहल होटल अच्छे ना एबे के जाऊँ ना थी बोले एबे बहुत स्टार होटल अच्छे सो राजमहल होटल ने हमें रोइलो कहते मासे खंडे डेली कटक जी महाराजी पूरे 2-3 दिन हमको एटा कौशलेंगर आनिले और इस समय शायद NC पिशवाड़ जी सब state was very big. And then just सब घर बना हुआ थिला. Houses were being constructed, and we were all threatened. You will be posted here. We are threatened means what? Because we took so much time coming from Rajmahal to. मुदली बाबू मते डाकुतिले जोको सत्यरे मते जोको डाकुतिले मूवी जेतेबेले ताको फोन करुतिली 3टा बेले खरारे आया कल्ली दरकार सेटा दरकार मु कहउतिली आया जोको कहउची फोन तो
କାମ ହେଇଗଲା କାହିଁକି ଆପଣ ବାରବାର ଫୋନ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏମିତି ତ ଆଜି ବି ମାଇକ୍ ଯାଉ ନା ଯାଉ ମୁଁ କଥା କରିବି କାହିଁକି ମୁଁ ବି ପ୍ରିପେୟାର ହେଇକରି ଆସିଛି କାହିଁକି ମୋତେ ଗୋଟେ ମାସର ନୋଟିସ୍ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟର ସାହେବ ତ ମୁଁ ବି ଭାବିଲି ଟିକେ କଥା ତ ସେତେ ସମୟ ଆମେ ଆସିଲୁ ମାସେ ଖଣ୍ଡେ ରହିଲୁ और ସେ ଅଫିସଟା ଥିଲା ଶହୀଦ ନଗରରେ କୋଉ ନମ୍ବର ସାର୍ କୋଉ ନମ୍ବର ଆମର ଅଫିସ ଥିଲା 24 ତ ସେଟା ଅଫିସ ଆମେ ହୋଟେଲରୁ କଟକ ଯାଉଥିଲୁ କୌଶଲ୍ୟା ଆସୁଥିଲୁ କେବେ କେବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଅଫିସ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଡର ଲାଗୁଥିଲା କାହିଁକି କାହାକୁ ନେଇକରି ଆମକୁ ପୋଷ୍ଟିଂ କରିଦେବେ ଏଠି कौशल्या क्योंकि ये सब देखना ना सबको डर आ गया कि कैसा कैसा आएंगे so everybody used to hide not going to the office not going to 24/7 anyway so that was the thing and then later ponds were built and so many things happened and Dr. V.G. Jingran sir the very hall that we are sitting here today T.R. Pillai we should be grateful to him he only brought that UNDP project. No, but for that, we wouldn't have had anything here, the regional lead center in India. And Jaisa baat ho raha tha, Dr. V.R.P. Sinha sahab, amazing kind of hardware that he built here. And then Dr. P.V. Deharaji, Usamai, and then they all used to come in Barakpur. I am telling this because the amount of construction that was going on, much later, we didn't understand. We could not conceive what is happening. It was such a large area. Later, one day in 96, Professor M.S. Swaminathan sir made asili. A auditorium asili. Manatibbe. He had come to Bhubaneswar, so we brought him here. So I went to receive him from Bhubaneswar town. So he on the way he told me on 3rd March 1977, when the Honorable Prime Minister, after the Science Congress, wanted to come to lay the foundation. He said he was traveling with the then Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Neelmani Rothra somebody. It seemed the Chief Minister asked him, what should the Prime Minister say? Chief Minister asked Professor Swaminathan. So Professor Swaminathan told me, I know it just came to my mind, I said, let the Prime Minister tell that Odisha, the town of Bhubaneswar is a city of temples, town of temples. At that time they used to call it town of temples. So let the Prime Minister tell that we are here building. Then it seems there are 1,000 temples in Bhubaneswar. And here in Dauli, that time our foundation stone also it is written in Dauli only, not Kausalinga. So in Dauli, we are building a temple with 1,000 ponds. So he said, the Prime Minister said the same words. It just came to my mind. And then he asked me, Ayyappan, are there really 1,000 ponds now? Because that I just told. I said, sir, choto boda sabu achi, sabu misile, praya 1,000 hejibo. He was here in the same dais, so he was very happy. But then what I want to say is, such a great farm, 147 hectares or whatever today, even today, without any encroachment, Vidyadarpur में भी बहुत encroachment ऐसा बहुत चीज़ किंतु कौशल्या नगर पर है ही नहीं तो इतने बड़ा farm प्राय और कोटी में इंडिया रे जम्मा नहीं और साउथ एशिया को तिले किंतु जाते बड़े जब कि हम देखी जो रावण को तिले जहाँ भी we have not seen such a virat fish farm in this freshwater agriculture farm. So that is the kind of thing that we had. So then Shera Hella Parame Polenu Pote और बड़े chances से लास्ट हुआ पर 1982 रे जब तेरे मुझे सब कोयले 1982 रे इतना activity होते रहती so many consultants so many people were coming to Dauli from Delhi to Dauli and so on. As I said, Dr. V.R.P. Sinha ji, he was bringing so many people at that time. So for that, we had to come. We were asked to come here, many of us from different stations. So though I really was Shahid Nagar 604, Shahid Nagar really, it has a problem. मैं सेंट्रल बस स्टैंड बसुतिलु एबे नाती मोइदिरा पार्क हे जायछि सेटा आसिकरे मायु के चढुनी पोटामंडी गोटे बस थिला गोटे बस पोटामंडी बस सेटा चढले सेटा सेति पानी मु के भी बसुतिले से गाड़ी रे सो बहुत मुश्किल से आके यहाँ आके बैठ गया बहुत मुश्किल से सो बट द पॉइंट वाज from Uttara Chowk, we had to walk. But then for us, that was nothing because I have seen that N.K. Thakur late Dr. N.K. Thakurji. And he was walking all the way from KVK, Pachapate, jo farm is shade through, shade daily, Uttara Chowk shade, or Sunday, he used to walk alone. On the road, there was no traffic. We used to see many times. So that was the kind of thing that we were having in 82. फोर्थ टाइम कोने ला जगह छोड़ी नहीं वो पूरा ट्रांसफर हो गया एटी पोस्टिंग हो गया हमें जानी नहीं कोई कौन अच्छी एटी किंतु रासिला पूरे इतने बल लगा छे समय में डॉक्टर बीआर कृष्णा जी ओएसडी तिले छे कोई बट के हाश किंतु मानो एम्प्टी सो सेंसिटिव एंड देन डांटने से भी प्यार से डांटते थे हमको तब भी पता चला डांट और प्यार कैसा कॉम्बिनेशन में हो सकता है सो दैट वाज डॉक्टर बीआर कृष्णा and then he built a great institution, and I'd like to remember him, Dr. S.T. Tripathi ji, at that time they were all there, Dr. Sukumaran, P.K. Sukumaran, H.A. Khan, Shri M. Randir, then several colleagues who are sitting here. We are happy to see at least some familiar face. Dr. A.K. Sahu, is like Hrithik Roshan, because we had seen him in Cuttack. So the moment we saw him here, oh, very good, oh, somebody is there. So, like that, So that was the thing. And then, kichu kata koi pari bhi kahin ki family bani hayega chhiye. Our first instruction to us is uttara jai kire gote takto kini kire asibe. Kata takto miltila. Hame samaste jai kire faithfully we would buy one kata takto. बाद में और कोटे किनी में पड़ेला किंतु height variation है ना एमती चल जी ऐसा होतिला किंतु our biggest market outing in the union is Uttara market. और नेक्स्ट मार्केट अगर और भी बड़ा मार्केट है बालाघाटी तो ये दीटा छड़ी के हम भुवनेश्वर जी बहुत बाटो और हफ्ता तरह बस जाओ इतना मार्केट नहीं पाई रवि ड्राइवर थे तो हमें बोले समझते जाने थी में के कौन किनी चलती उन्हें ये परिवार तो ऐसे उन्हें किनी चलती और परिवार एमती हमें बस आड़ुतिलो और गैस आनी बरतिला रवि चक बीजेपी कॉलेज पचपटे रवि चक ने और भी आगे समझते गैस सिलेंडर को कोना साड़ी सब पिंदी के कहीं रखी बरती ना स्कूटर है बहुत मुश्किल शमती आनी बरतिला ये सब कहीं की कोची कहीं की बैंक नदिला गोटे बैंक कल्पना चौकरे सेमी छोटा बंदे जीवो हमें 8 to 4:30 दौड़ीबो पड़िबो केमती की केमती के कार I think was not there only scooters were so like that we used to run only post office was there but the post office badano je bhi tile she exchange post office so is empty samu and gote phone tila 0674 465 421 ebe phone change hoyi thi to फोन देखी बापे हमको बहुत एंजाइटी केमती देखी वो केमती नहीं यू बिल्कुल हमें केपे चुई नहीं फोन था किंतु केपे जरा वो प्रसाद को जाई के रिक्वेस्ट नोटे फोन ना हो न तिला पिली जाओ नाले जीपी भुवनेश्वर एमती किंतु हमारा ये टाइम में और भी हमारे गोटे द होल डे आवर एक्टिविटी वाज 11:30 पूर्णदास असुतिले चाय नहीं गिरे इतने प्यारे हमने चाय पिलाइबे पकड़े बसिबे पचानिबे काम होची छेबी सिन्ना समेले छेबी पचानी दिले काम होची नहीं काम होची ना काम होची पड़ोची में चाय आसन और पुनी नेक्स्ट our major engagement is 2 o'clock डाक कसिबो से डाक रे कोन आसिबो हमारे मेनली पोस्ट कार्ड दिला से हमें तो कभी कुछ बैरकपुर के कुछ पोस्ट नहीं पोस्ट पुनी 3:30 पूर्णदास so ये हमारा major engagement and then we like to remember all of them I remember Siddheshwar our sweeper शतवेले ये अचंती खाली 2 फ्लोर तिला किंतु केते खाटू तिले शे गोटे टॉयलेट गोटे कॉरिडोर एमती साफ करते शे Siddheshwar I think some of us remember so this was the kind of thing that we used to have and for a colony at least 3 people are here for the colony sarkar sava chanti sarangi sava chanti sav sava chanti अष्टप्रहरी होतिला ना 24 घंटा में केबे देखि नथिलो बहुत बढ़िया थिला और गोटे यात्रा में होतिला और यात्रा रे हमर ये आचंती रमेश आचंती के जानि नहीं हमर डीजे समस्ते ड्रामा करितिले वो यात्रा डबल स्टेज गोटे रात्रि 10टा बेलार महिला सकाळे छोटा वेळे सब लाइट सब असिंगला लाइट है গেল, কিন্তু যাত্রা চলছি, ডায়ালগ চলছি। আর যাত্রার নাম হচ্ছে গুণের জবাব গুণিরে। ମୁଁ କେବେ ଭୁଲି ପାରିବିନି ଗୁଣିର ଜବାବ ଗୁଣିରେ। ସେଇଟା ସତ୍ୟରେ ପିଷ୍ଟଲ ସବୁ ଆଣିଥିଲେ ଆମେ ସବୁ କାହିଁକି ଆମର ବାଲକନିରୁ ଦୁସୁଥିଲା ରାତି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆମେ ବସିକିରି ଦେଖିଲୁ ସକାଳେ। ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଏତେ ବଢ଼ିଆ ସ୍ପୋର୍ଟସ ବି କେବେ କ୍ରିକେଟ ଖେଳୁଥିଲୁ, କେବେ ରସି ଟାଣିବା। କିନ୍ତୁ ରସି ଟାଣିବାରେ ଆମ ସାଇଡ଼ରେ ପତଲା ପତଲା ଲୋକ, ସେ ସାଇଡ଼ରେ ବହୁତ ମହାନତି ରୋଗ। ସେମାନେ କ'ଣ କରିଥିଲେ, ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ କ'ଣ କରିଥିଲେ, ଫୁଟବଲ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଛି ତାକୁ ବାନ୍ଧି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ରସି। ଆମେ ଟାଣି 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 ତ ଏମିତି ବଟ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ସୋ ଗୁଡ୍। କେବେ ଆମେ ବସିଲି, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଯେତେ ସିଫା ମନରେ ଆସୁଛି or no other place was we had that kind of an engagement without any mobile phone, without anything. ଆମର ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ୍ କହୁଛି, ଆମର ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ୍ କହୁଛି କେବେ ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ୍ ହେଉଥିଲା। ರೂರಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ଆମର ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିସିଟି ଡେଇଲି ମାସରେ ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଆସିଥିଲା, କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ମୋବାଇଲରେ, ସେଇଟା ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଗଲା, ସେଲିବ୍ରେସନ୍। और इंटरकम सिगला इतने सेलिब्रेशन है, रूम जाइए के हरी फोन नहीं चाहिए, ग्रीन फोन कौन लिया है, रेड फोन कौन लिया है, किसको क्यों मिला वो। सो ये शायद 3-4 दिन वो सेलिब्रेशन DTP सिगला सेलिब्रेशन, बिकॉज हमारे पास DTP नहीं था और डेस्कटॉप प्रिंटर आ गया, सेलिब्रेशन। बट देन आई एम टेलिंग ऑल दिस बिकॉज आई स्टिल वंडर किच्चू मिळुತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರ। every time we have to go to Cuttack for anything, any chemical एटी PC बेरा बाबू बसंती जो फेज है और PC बेरा every time जीप रे जाइबे Cuttack रे हमें सब किनिबो, किंतु हमारा मेन अट्रैक्शन असला बेले पहले रसगुल्ला खिलाउತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ। तो रसगुल्ला पे हमें इंडियन डेली जाउತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ Cuttack पहले 7 नंबर यूनिट साथ केमिकल ଆସିଲା ପରେ ସବୁ ହେଇଗଲା। କିନ୍ତୁ କାହିଁକି ତଥାପି FARTC और KVK TTC RSCI ଏତେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ କୋଉ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ନଥିଲା। Even at that time 84, 85, 86 it was such a comprehensive institute, research plus as Dr. Saud आज ही सकाळे आधा घंटे साहब पकड़े बसती लो, पूरा मेरा थेरेपी हो गया, इतने हंसी लो हमें सब। So he would recollect. So we used to have that kind of an extension at that time. But then all this I am just wondering, I must like to say here, 500 rupees was the impressed. Now, can you believe, for this such big station, 500 rupees recoup करले 1000 rupees per month, and every time Barakpur. हमको Mr. कानूंगो तिले हमारा ये वो हमारा मना चाहिए, शे every time Barakpur जाओ तिले। हमें सब सकाळे कालोनी रे बस्ती लो कोण केबे आसीबे, छोटारे आसीबे, सातटारे आसीबे, आठटारे जेमती शे आसीबे, सब दौड़ी तांको बेरे काई की शे इंप्रेस आनीतिबे, टीए बिल सब आनीतिबे, कार प्रमोशन ऑर्डर आसुथिबे। सो एमती आमे एटी बसी बारकपुर कोण आसी सकाळे डेली आमे प्रतीक्षा करूछु। सो एमती गोटे थिला, किंतु दैट 500 rupees became 500 lakh rupees in this institute within a matter of 3 years. Now, amazing transformation. Today, we talk of money, but then can you believe Dr. V.R. Krishna sahab, then Dr. S.T. Tripathi ji, when he took over as OSD and then Director CIFA, the kind of vision he had, the kind of planning he had, he brought so much science, and then he need not have gone to, we were not to go to Delhi. He had that kind of, he had this kind of impression created all over the country that people would come, whether it's international or national agencies would come. I remember this, because many times we were asked to, kindly suddenly come for a presentation next day morning. Somebody has come from Delhi. And then, so our job was this. So 500 rupees, he made it to 500
500 lakh rupees. Today you may be having, maybe you are nearing 500 crores or whatever, with all the money put together. So that's why I said this is a real Punya Bhumi. Whoever started this, in Kausalya Ganga, Pani Tuni, Kire, Pavan, jo bhi ho, everything is so good. Even today, pristine water. After, eating Gadila Pore, or Kodi Gadi, can you tell that, it's soft water, you don't get this kind of water, this kind of, that's the great thing. And so he made 500 lakh rupees in such a short time. And then Tripathi Sahib, he really made the farm as the soul of the institute. If this institute is strong, it is because of the farm. I keep on telling, such a farm, such a strong thing, we don't get anywhere. That's why, we always, ये भीतर अन्य लोगों को हाथ आची, जानी ची, दिल्ली जो भी फ्लाइट असुवा ये रात्रि रसी, मुझानी कहीं की सेमती थिला, छोटा पोरे सातटा पोरे फ्लाइट असु थिला, और बहरा वो जाई करे शो मोटे वो टोयोटा थिला ना, तभी तेरे लोगों को आने थिले, ये ऐसीला पोरे गेस्ट हाउस रे किरोत बारी कितने बढ़िया रंधो करो थिला, शिकायत करे सोई थो थिले गेस्ट Next day morning, farm gole, Mudri Babu, tip top, sabu farm, or sabu netting kole, e macho bhi emptiya, ame jaine dengue natila, visitors asile, jada dengue tila. So, ame dengue jo. So the people would be so happy. Who were visitors, national, international consultant, jo bhi ho, they used to be so happy. By the time they come to office at 11 o'clock, they already know everything. Humko kala आधा घंटे एक घंटा बता देने से they are convinced, and by the time they go back that day, our projects are approved. So that kind of a change, that Dr. Tripathi Sahib brought, and then he made a vision, he made a logo. Logo also, let me tell you, it is not outsourced. It is in-house. He one day said, let's have a competition, let's have a logo. We don't have a logo. So several people gave the designs, and then he combined, hybrid ASAP, then our logo came up. And library, I must tell, within such a short time, I don't know how they used to manage the money. But then within a short time, because CIFRI library was for us the standard one. Of course, for ICAR-CIFA also that time they were strong library. But then we had nothing as FARTC. Sometimes, some books that would come from Barakpur, as whatever, gratis or whatever, that was our send. But then, within such a short period, any journal you want, ASFA, current content, whatever you want, he would simply say yes. And one good thing with Tripathi Sahib was, he would read. And that was difficult for us also. He would read whatever journals come or books come and then give it to us. So next, after 2-3 days, he would ask, have you read that? No, sir. So that is the kind of thing, while I always say Dr. Sinha Sahib gave this institute hardware, and Dr. Tripathi Sahib gave the software, a complete software, good practices, whatever good practices, and then how he built the team of scientists at that time, is amazing. So we would like to thank him and all those. And at that time, Madam, Association of Aquaculturists start kol she registration pai gote gazetted officer ka sign dorkar tha. ଆମେ କାହାକୁ ଜାଣିନଥିଲୁ କୋଠି ଯିବା ସେ କିଏ କହିଲେ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଫାର୍ମରେ ଗୋଟେ ଗେଜେଟେଡ୍ ଅଫିସର ଅଛନ୍ତି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ମୋତେ କହିଲେ ଆପଣ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଯାଇଲି ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଲି ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ବସିଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ପଚାରିବି ପଚାରିଲି ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍ ଗୋଟେ ସାଇନ୍ କରିବେ ଗେଜେଟେଡ୍ ଅଫିସର ମନେ ଅଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଇଁ So she signed the registration for the Association of Aquaculturists, and then he also formed the CIFA Science Forum, jahan Dr. A.K. Sahuji convener thile. So many activities he started, that we are all the time busy. We are kept busy, we are made busy. Je mane 10টা বেলা আসুতিলে সে গ্রাজুয়ালি 9টা বেলা আসিবা আরম্ভ করলে, পরে 8টা বেলা আসিবা আরম্ভ করলে, পরে 7টা বেলা আসিবা আরম্ভ করলে আর আসিবা পড়িলা। ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି କେତେ how many houses there would have been quarrels, but then we were very happy coming early and ଯେଉଁମାନେ 5ଟା ବେଳେ ଯାଉଥିଲେ ଜମା ଯାଉନଥିଲେ ଘର ସେଟା 6ଟା ହେଲା 7ଟା. No, but this kind of a thing to do in a remote area like Kausalya Ganga farm is very difficult. That means he imagined, he gave us that imagination, he gave us that roadmap, and he caught our strength. And then so that's what at this time I met him recently, not very well, but then we'd like to thank him. immensely. And then Ranjit Saab, very affectionate, with the way he guided us, and so many things, he would tell us. And at that time, the Director General, Dr. R.S. Parodaji, then after that, what happened. But then Dr. R.S. Parodaji, I must say that many things, he came here twice, thrice, and he was so happy. Similarly, Dr. Dehadai, Dr. Gokumar, or ADG, Dr. Kamal Sahab used to be, he used to be an ardent fan of CIFA after it became CIFA. So here also, initially, so many colleagues, Dr. Mukherjee has not come today, but many colleagues, Dr. PVG, several people I can take their names, I may miss some, but then everybody gave such a facelift, Dr. Mukherjee, remember, facelift, he gave a big facelift to the institute. और पूरे डिस्पेंसरी हेल्थ सेंटर आसिला ये भी बहुत बढ़िया थिला किंतु मते किछ हैरान भी हला कहीं वो हेल्थ सेंटर रे इतने बीपी चेक होतिला तो जे माने आसीबे 10टा बेले बीपी चेक करिवे पर हमर रूम रे डिस्कशन होबो सरकार साहब डिस्कशन करिवे मैडम सरकार भी आछंती आजी तो सरकार साहब जीवा बेले डिस्कशन करिवे बिल्डिंग के बिल्डिंग पई 80 120 ऊपर पता जानी कौन होती ना 120 160 हो जाऊतिला सो मते फिर आसी करे ना कहछि ପରେ ମୋତେ କହିଥିଲେ ତ ତାଙ୍କ ବିପି ମୋତେ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର୍ ହେଇଯାଉଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କ ବିପି ନର୍ମାଲ୍ ସୋ ଘରୁ ଆସିଲା ବେଳେ ଯିବା ବେଳେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ବିପି ନର୍ମାଲ୍ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟର ବିପି so anyway, but then one thing, this was all such a lovely thing that we had. And 1st January, I'm sure all of you remember, we used to have a good farm festival. तीन सेक्टर रे हमें सबू बातो डाली कट्टा खीरी हमारा सेक्टर रे होते ना बस किरे मुरली बाबू देखो तिले पूरा ओवरऑल कौन कौन है वो बच्चे एटी रंदो so this was such a we used to look forward every time coming to office was such a pleasure always a pleasure so just imagine from a place where there was no electricity to make it modern and इतने गुड़े equipment असिला त्रिपाठी सब टाइम रे वो हमें भी जानी तो केमती कोट पैसा केमती ऐसे but then that was the kind of thing and in these are all so many things but then I'd also like to mention Kudi barcho pore mate puni sanjong khamuchi khatak jiba bote chance milla sheti matgaj pure amara bote waste water treatment plant ame korutilu CRR re samne re or CRR re NRR re that time also we had strong collaboration with Dr. PK Singh for Nazola and Dr. Sethanathan Dr. VR Rao for emissions we worked on pond emissions so on so that was the kind of thing that we had. So these were a few things, that happened as we went along. But all those fond memories, and each of you, such contribution, I cannot say one day, we had a NACA meeting here. Our pura power padaila, pura day. And Mr. Mathuria, the way he worked, he went on continuously working at the backside for 2 days, and he gave us that power, and our respect, our dignity was kept up. So can't forget, anybody here, the kind of commitment and family atmosphere you created, even is amazing. So each one of you, thank you very much. And today, we are, I don't want to say much. DDG, some Dr. J.K. Jana has already, इतने कौन challenge अच्छी, कौन परिवार अच्छी, सबू कोई चंती, and we are so happy that we are able to do many things, but then for that we had challenges. We had challenges in this institute also. Several challenges, so many things. But I don't want to recollect everything. But then, botte hela she jemti katha hela batia jetevele asila she sokane be manochi ebe DDG sahab je achanti Dr. Jena she bi tille me 15 kodi loko eti campus re tille 3 din 4 din ratri dino ratri jai nanti kintu kemti the whole CIFA family, how it responded, I cannot describe in words. Whether scientists mane time hega Ashish mara na kende koi be yen kemti koi be data kan koi ne mara hega na hega aur 5 minute so আশিস বহুত সিফা ব্রুটসটা করেছেন সরকার সাহেব সো କେମିତି ମୁଁ ମୋତେ ମନେ ଅଛି ଏଠି ପାୱାର ନଥିଲା ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିସିଟି ନଥିଲା କିଛି ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଡେଲି 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, around, people used to meet in front of the building and plan out the strategy next day, who will go to electricity department, who will go like this. So everybody, scientists, technical, administrative supporting the way they brought up, they renovated this institute. Just 2 months later, October 99 hitila, or January 2000, हमको दीटा मेजर इवेंट कोरिबा पड़िला शेला गोटे फिशरी सोसाइटी इंडियन ब्रांच का गोटे माइक्रोवेल एसोसिएशन का वो केते लोक डीजी सहित समस्ते लोक दिल्ली आसते केते लोक ऑल ओवर द कंट्री आसते समस्ते ही पचारे भुवनेश्वर एबे भी इतने इम्पैक्ट अच्छी साइक्लोन रो ये कौन कौशल्यागारे बाती आसीथिला ना आसीथिला I mean this was the kind of so the kind of strength the CIFA demonstrated, amazing, and it was all appreciation all over the whoever matters. So this is what that's what has brought us so much strength. So friends, today we are very proud. We have been seeing, we have been meeting everybody, the kind of changes that you are bringing, lot of initiatives. I don't want to repeat the innovations, the new things that you want to do. So, and your director himself is a national professor, and that a matter that we also would cherish and would like to say how it's very important. And today, CIFA is a brand name. I don't want to say anything because you say CIFA, people look at you with respect. This is the legacy we have. Because wherever we went, when we say we are from CIFA, CIFA includes KVK, TTC, Dr. Sarkar Sahab. So then mate jiba pore paibe. Amane sabu samay CIFA koile amara koi nahi. CIFA includes KVK, TTC. Now, that is important. Jamti Mudriba koile, the impact that we could make in rural aquaculture and or in the anywhere in this area, in this region, it was due to CIFA, now also due to KVK. So now also we would like to thank the KVK colleagues. So now this is what it has today, a complete institute and publications. And I'd like to thank you. Yesterday I saw even near Marel, you had exhibited many publications. I must say at that time, we did not publish in such journals. We did not. But then today you are publishing in those journals, a credit, a big name that you are bringing. And as was mentioned, naturally, the moment you are good, people would look at you with a more eagerness, with a our kamo hobo, our kamo koribo. Empty dekochandi. Shatipai, all the the challenges have been discussed by Dr. Jena. You won't believe that VRP Sinha ji humko bol rahe the us samay. We are not very, we didn't have big rooms and all that. He used to sit in the park, around 5:30, he used to sit in the park. We all would stand around him. He used to say, देखो अभी आने वाले वर्ल्ड वार होगा पानी में, वाटर के लिए वर्ल्ड वार होगा. सो तुम लोग ऐसा नहीं कि इतना फार्म मिल गया इतना काम हो जाएगा आगे को हमको. This was something like what 35 years back that he used to warn us about water for aquaculture. So that's the kind of thing. So all those have been discussed now, and we are happy that today we are able to do. You have brought the CIFA to a center stage, whether it is PMMSY, or NFDB, or Ministry of fisheries, and then from wherever, they are all looking to you with respect. And ICR definitely the kind of support that you are getting from DG and DDG, again something very great. And then as we go along, you have provided, that was the second stage, hardware, software. Today, you have provided all those critical elements. We are only looking at grass, we are looking at breeding, and we are looking at culture. I mean, that was but today you have looked at the nuances, the small elements, because the National Referral Laboratory, for example, that you have, a very critical element, very critical system for our growth as we go along. The AMR network that you have created is very critical. So you are looking into those nitty-gritties, and that's what we think would stand us in good strength as we go along. And as was mentioned, it's going to be a challenge because every time today 160 लाख टन है गला और एबे 220 लाख टन दरकार और एबे 250 पर्यंत 230 पर्यंत भी सेटा आउट भी दरकार परे आपनकर फाइनली कोटी जाउची 300 लाख टन 340 टन 40 लाख टन कोट रसीबो मच्छो ये देश रे ये मैरीन फिशरीज देखन तो अन्य समुद्र देखिले भी फाइनली इवन टुडे we say that 100 लाख टन में मिनिमम 160 लाख टन में मिनिमम 100 लाख टन fresh water aquaculture assets. Is that we can claim with can we claim the DDSM with that 100 lakh tons surely? So 100 lakh tons we can claim, I think, out of 160 because marine 4 and all that, whatever. So 100 lakh tons. So that's what we keep telling. On an occasion like this, because you are going to be a 50-year-old, Golden Jubilee 2037, another 14 years, you are going to be the Golden Jubilee Institute. So immediately people will ask, what has happened? Earlier also many documents were brought out, vision documents, development plan and all that. But now the thing is, if you are going to 30 lakh tons, as was mentioned, at least double, we have to produce double. At the same time, you should also claim your credit. What is the credit? See how many scientists we are today 79 or 85, whatever. But if we put together all the scientists in working in freshwater aquaculture, scientists means scientists, technical, research scholars, पूरे university में जहाँ भी जो भी पूरा country हमें गिनी ले, we are not more than 500 scientists, 500 researchers maybe. So if 500 researchers are contributing to something like 100 lakh tons, 100 lakh tons is something like 1 lakh crore at least, at the rate of 100 rupees per kg. So can we claim, somebody has to work on this, what is the total factor productivity? And from research, all the 1 lakh crore we cannot claim. But in that 1 lakh crore, we had worked out a few things, rice, fish, many commodities had been worked out. We said 17 to 32% definitely is due to research, is due to technology. So in fish also, can we claim how much is it due to research and how much it is from freshwater aquaculture and how much is CIFA's contribution? MT Koile, because today the first citizen of this country is from Odisha. So the Honorable President will pick up. That is the contribution of CIFA sitting in a corner. And corner nahi jogar hata thode hame boschu. So corner hele suda. This is a very important thing that this is what we would like to claim. But as we go along, it is something more. But one thing I would like to always say, see other crops, we claim from independence time, we have grown 6 to 8 times. And a fish also we say 6 lakh tons to today 160 lakh tons. That means what? It could be nearly 25, 27 times. But in case of freshwater aquaculture, one point has to be made, definitely in 1950, it was only 2 lakh tons inland fish. And definitely it could not have been more than 1 lakh ton. Freshwater aquaculture could have been only 1 lakh ton. So you have moved from 1 lakh ton to 100 lakh tons in a period of this whatever. And it is not even 75 years, about 70 years time. So this is a big thing that has happened. And CIFA, with all our legacy, Chaudhary Sahab se wo pond culture se leke, FRD se leke, I think we are rightful claims, we have rightful claim over this 1 to 100 lakh ton, that kind of increase. So on a day like this, I think it calls for celebration. And then Director Sahab sabko laddu debe. So for that, thank you very much on this. And then now that we have discussed everything, what everybody says is we should become smart. For anybody you say, you should be smart. We are, of course, our age is over, but then here, everybody who is sitting here is very smart. And I told a Hrithik Roshan example. I have not seen any change in Dr. A.K. Sahu in the last 45 years. So, Shamti, nobody has changed, only some chashma. So, but no, what we want is a fresh, absolutely a smart freshwater aquaculture. Things cannot go as they used to go, so it has to be a much more stronger effort that we have to make. People have been asking for smart. It could be sensor based. It could be deep learning, artificial intelligence. Like people keep on asking. Drones I would like to just submit 97-98 ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମନେ ଥିବ ଗୋଟେ ତାର ଏରିଆଲ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫ ଉଠାଇଲା ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ଲାଇଟ୍ ଆସିଲା। ଆଇ ଉଡ୍ ଲାଇକ୍ ଟୁ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଶୀ ଲ୍ୟାବ୍ରେ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣେ ଥିଲେ ଦୀପକ ଭଟ୍ଟାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କହିକିରେ ସେ ଆରେଞ୍ଜ କରିଥିଲେ। ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଡେ ହେଇନି ଗୋଟେ ଫିଲ୍ମ ବ୍ଲକ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା, ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଡେ ସେ ନେଲେ ଫଟୋଗ୍ରାଫ ନେଲେ। ସୋ at that time, for us it was a big excitement, and our farm was looking amazing. That was the picture. So anyway, I'm sure these new techniques would be deployed, and finally what everybody is looking to is the livelihoods today and the jobs. We talked of nutrition, we talked of income, all that. But when finally people say, what is the labor you are generating? What is not labor? What is the employment? Rozgar kitne generate hochi daily. So we are being even asked to do two things: carbon footprint per ton of food, labor generation per ton of food. It's not just fish; it is in every single aspect. So can we get to that? Say if we increase the production by 1 lakh, maybe even a lakh ton, how much carbon footprint we could have reduced, and how much of labor employment we could have generated. These are the things people are looking for. What we wish and pray is, yesterday, in fact, that's what we had been told, and then you can recall our colleagues from Auburn also had visited, along with many experts who came here. Auburn also had visited. Even at that time, our farm was not developed, but at that time itself, I remember in the first floor they said, no, yours is a huge farm. No, Auburn is a very huge one, but then yours is incomparable. This is what Dr. Moss said in our room. So what we wish is, yesterday what was Auburn, and our Kausalya Ganga should become Auburn of India for tomorrow. That's what is our prayer and wish. And yesterday I saw a Nigerian student here, and then it's good that students are coming back, and then the studies are coming back, courses are coming back. So we'd be very happy that it should become a global destination for research. Anything in research and development in freshwater aquaculture should be Kausalya Ganga. So that's what is prayer and wish at this time. And then I'm sure all of us, as was mentioned, this is an opportunity. Dr. Sahu was mentioning in the morning. He said it's a paradise for researchers today. Absolutely, it's a paradise, it's an opportunity, and once we lose this opportunity, we will not get it again. Unfortunately, people like me have aged, we cannot come back. I mean, that's the only thing that we can't ask for God, make me young, impossible. But then we are so happy that here, you're so young, everybody is so young, and the director sir looks 40, and then, literally, our Mahali Babu, but then the average age is, absolutely, it's on your side. And then everything is available here. Resource, the human manpower, and Lord Jagannath's grace. You can't ask for anything more. So at this stage, immense thanks. You called me, gave me so much honor. And coming back home, nothing like coming back home. We may go at many places, but then in a place where you have grown, and such a place that has given you in so much in life, and then coming back here, there is nothing like this. And then heart is full, and then I would remember, cherish these 3 days for all the times to come. Jemti mu koili mu asi paribene puni janini kintu e jaga ette deichanti apanku moro absolutely hato jodi namaskar koruchi mu और लॉर्ड जगन्नाथ समस्त को एटी जो
brilliance of Santa. We just sentence for the audience on it. आशा प्रसिद्धि ज्ञानी जे भूमि को घुमा जाए परिव्याप्त जहाँ को निस्वार्थक त्याग अपरिसीम धैर्य और गुरुत्वपूर्ण पदक्षेप जो अनेक लोक उपकृत हो पार्टी दांतपाखी सिफा और समग्र कृषि व्यवस्था चिरऋणी सर ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಅಪಾರ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಾಗಿ ICAR-CIFA ಪರಿವಾರ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೃತಜ್ಞ now I request Sundaray sir to deliver vote of
जस्ट 3 मिनट नेबी प्लीज रुकନ୍ତୁ जुजिबेनी कहीं घरे बंधुगण प्रगति और उन्नतिर चरम सोपान पहुँची मत सारा विषय में अनेक वाद विवाद भितर छंदी रही जातिवाद धर्मवाद भाषावाद वर्ण वैषम्य सर्वोपरि आतंकवाद भितर आम आतजात हो या भितर जदि किसी उत्तम बात था हूँ धन्यवाद इन द वर्ड्स ऑफ जेम्स आलेन नो ड्यूटी इज मोर अर्जेंट देन दैट ऑफ रिटर्निंग थैंक्स वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून ऑनरेबल Padmasri Dr. S. Ayapan sir, in absence of Professor Sabita Acharya, our beloved DDG Dr. J.K. Jena, Dr. P.K. Sahu, head of ICAR institutes, head of regional stations, our colleagues, retired colleagues, students, print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. Positive expectations are the mark of a superior personality, and there is always a beauty in a strong personality. Such a great personality amongst us is Padmasri Dr. S. Ayapan. You have left no stones unturned to make us feel right during your tenure here. We appreciate you for being here and contributing to our joyous day. केंद्रीय मध्य मत्स्य गवेषणा संस्थार 36तम जन्मदिन पालन ये अंतिम पर्यायर बिना बद मु समस्त धन्यवाद आपंकर गुरु दायित्व नहीं 36तम जन्मदिन पालन समारोह पद्मश्री प्रोफेसर एस आयपन को उपस्थित खाली विगत दिन अभूला और अलिभा स्मृति को आम मान मन पकई ता नुहे बर हृदय निवृत्त कोण सिफा आम समस्त प्रति लुचि रही प्रगाढ़ प्रेम और भल पाइबार परिप्रकाश करेणु ये अनुसंधान ये अनुष्ठान यार समस्त वैज्ञानिक तथा कर्मचारीगण एवं सर्वोपरि सिफा परिवार आज सिफा प्रगतिर कर्णधार पद्मश्री प्रोफेसर आयपन को कृतज्ञता जनावा सहित अशेष धन्यवाद ज्ञापन कर अमूल्य उपदेश और उद्बोधन आमको सदा दिग्दर्शन देखा मो हृदय गभीरतम प्रदेश अनेक धन्यवाद ज्ञापन कर सम्मानित अतिथि तथा ओडिशा को सर्वपुरातन सुख्यान संपत्ति विश्वविद्यालय कुलपति प्रोफेसर सविता आचार्य महोदय आपणकर उपस्थिति और दीक्षांत अभिभाषण सिफार 36तम जन्मदिन अत्यंत मर्मस्पर्श कर अनुष्ठान एवं तार प्रत्येक कर्मचारी तरफ आपको अशेष अनेक धन्यवाद ज्ञापन कर आज अन्यतम सम्मानित अतिथि तथा आम उपमहानिदेशक जहाँ हृदय आम आत्मा सर्वदा ये अनुष्ठान प्रत्येक धूलिकणा भितर भी उपलब्ध करी जहाँ केंद्रीय मधुर जल मत्स्य संस्थान छोट बड़ समस्त कर्मचारी अनाबिल चित्तर निजर सुख दुख बांटी पारती अड़ी अतल भी कर प्रत्येक उपदेश को आदेश भाव में खुशी खुशी ग्रहण कर आज ये संस्थार 36तम जन्मदिन पालन में ये आनंद उत्सव में आपण उपस्थित रही आम समस्त उद्बोधन देते सिफा परिवार तरफ सिफा परिवार प्रथम सदस्य तथा निर्देशक डॉक्टर पी.के. साहू आपण को धन्यवाद देवार दुष्टता मुझे करी ना जदि आज ये समारोह केन्द्र भितर खाली जड़े अंतर्जातीय ख्याति संपन्न वैज्ञानिक नुहति जड़े दक्ष प्रशासक एवं छोट बड़ समस्त भल पाता जन आदर्श व्यक्तित्व आज अनुष्ठान खुशी अवसर परिवार समस्त सदस्य तरफ आपन को सहृदय धन्यवाद अर्पण करुच्ची आज एठार उपस्थित समस्त अवसर प्राप्त वैज्ञानिक और प्रशासक जहाँ जीवन जाकर तपस्या फल आज सिफा जो मैंने अतीत ये अनुष्ठान में बहुत त्याग कष्ट सही आज ये अनुष्ठान 36तम जन्मदिन आपण पाखे आम चिर गर्वित आपण मान सिफा परिवार वी आर थैंकफुल टू द family those instituted award of Girish Chandra Chaudhary, Professor Susilama Award, B.R. Mohanty and T.R. Prabhu Memorial Award. We are thankful to them. यह व्यतीत आज समस्त निमंत्रित अतिथि अन्य आईसीआर संस्था मानक मुख्य तथा प्रतिनिधि एवं एठार उपस्थित समस्त वैज्ञानिक टेक्निकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन सिक्यूरीटी एवं मीडिया पर्सन आपण समस्त सामूहिक योगदान आज दिन को उत्सव मुखर कर सहित ये समारोह को साफल्यमंडित करिछि एवं आपन को समस्त अशेष धन्यवाद शेष धन्यवाद देवी जो बंधु मत साहय ओडिया स्पीच लिखा बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद So before we move to national anthem, I request all of you to stand, give a standing ovation to Professor Ayapan.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
This concludes our annual function day, and I request all of you to kindly join in the lunch, delicious lunch beside your games.
Attention, attention, please. ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାବେଳେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ସହିତ ଆସିବେ କଲଚରାଲ ଇଭିନିଂ ଅଛି 6:30. Kindly join with all of us.